Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about server side includes injections. You can simply say SSI injections. Okay, now. So there are a number of vulnerabilities in the category of command executions. So one of them is server side includes injections. So what is the server side basically? Let's talk about before injections. Let's talk about server side includes. What is SSI? It is a feature that allows developers to dynamically generate content to an existing page. Yes, by using hash directive without having to do it manually. So basically, this feature helps you to add dynamically generate. I'm not talking about the injections, which features SSI. Dynamically generate content to an existing page without updating the whole page. Suppose you want to update a small part of web page almost every minutes or every second. Let's say timer or web timer. Just example, online examination systems. So what you will do? You don't want to upload on every page. If you just want to upload time or something like this. So this feature must be supported from the web server and enabled as well. So basically, as the server, how this SSI work basically, just assume that you want a timer on a web page, okay, on the left side, just assume. So timer, obviously it's a runtime, yes. So you don't want to update the whole page. So what you will do, you will enable SSI. Obviously, if I'm a developer, I will enable SSI, and SSI on web servers. Web servers should enable the SSI directive. Okay. Now, just assume that I have enabled the SSI on web servers. Now, second, so let's say I want a local date on the let's say not a timer. Okay, let's say date on a web page. Okay, date on a web page. It will update every day. Yes, so I don't want to do it manually. Okay, I'll just enable the SSI on the web server. So I will just enable the SSI. Then I'll instead of HTML code of the manual date, what I will do, I'll use SSI directive. So I'll use, let's say, something like this. Okay, then hash echo, and I'll try to execute var equal to, in double quote, I'll give something like this, date underscore local, and then it's close, and then I'll give this one. So basically, this is the code for the date. Okay, it's a dynamically generated on a static web page. Okay, now the server searches for SSI directive in the HTML code and execute sequentially. So server execute this in HTML code, and they will give you the dynamic content. So this is all about the background concept, but yes, we can also talk about that, how it can help us basically. So SSI is the features that allow developers to dynamically generate web content by using hash directive, like this is one, hash directive, without having to do it manually. The server searches for SSI directive in the HTML code and executes them sequentially. These directory may include shell commands or files or CGI variables that have to be replaced with their value. After executing all the directory, the HTML is finally served at the requester, and this saves a lot of time, makes the code more readable and easily to maintain. Obviously, if you will design your own code byte for date, so it will be very difficult. Instead of a single line of code, it will be very difficult for you to design a PHP code for current date, or maybe there will be a function, and it's supposed to be dynamically updated on a static web page. That's the question. So as a hunter, what you have to look for? First, you have to look for web applications enabled SSI or not. Okay, the first, if yes, then there may be vulnerability. Okay, but again, it's a How will you get to know that it's enabled? There is no such way to get a SSI is enabled or not, but I'll let you know, okay, in the next video. Okay, first thing, okay, if it's enabled, then there is a vulnerability. Because why it's vulnerability? It's enabled. That means I can execute SSI command in any of the input parameters. We'll let you know how to do this later on. Okay, now second, if it's enabled, try to execute SSI directive for cell commands, okay, for cell commands. And if you will be, let's say, if you succeeded to execute the SSI directive, then there is a vulnerability that's called SSI injections. So there is no big things, okay. What you have to do is just do this, okay. Now let's talk about what is SSI injections. I just explain you in the theoretical manner, but let's talk about SSI injection. So basically, let's say an application having a user input and render the same in their pages. Just example, there's a search bar, okay, and the search bar you are giving an input, let's say hello. So it's rendering on the web page, okay. It's rendering. If it's not rendering on the web page, you will not get the output of SSI. So this is the first condition, okay. Now, so this functionality is taken advantage by the attacker who can inject a malicious SSI directive as an input. So as a hacker to SSI directive as an input, malicious, not single, okay, malicious SSI directive as an input, So if you will give malicious SSI directive as an input, as a result, web application serve or render the output of SSI directive, and then you will get all the details like etc, password, data, all this. You can even delete the data because you are able to execute command. So how you could identify that the application having application allowed SSI directive as an input. The first step in identifying the vulnerability of an application is by checking its input field. Input fields used in SSI directive, that is this one. So has equal to, you can give something like this, okay. If it's properly validating like this, if you just give input like this, okay, to identify this, you can simply give this as an input, okay. If you will get output of the current date, then there is a vulnerability, yes. If it's validating properly, then there is no vulnerability. The next step would be mostly SSI works with .stm pages, .sshtml and .sstm. So you look for these are the possible extension of web page. If there is, then try to yes, but again it's not limited to this one, okay. It's possible for an application to support SSI without the presence of such pages like .stm, html, stm, okay. So it's just a scenario. Just assume, I'm just giving you one example. Let's say we have a page that accepts first name and last name of user and display the IP address of the user along with the, so first I'll try to encode give this command. If I'll get a date local, then there is the SSI enabled. If SSI is enabled there, surely I will get the commands, yes. So this is all about the background. In the next video I'll teach you how to do SSI injection. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So let's talk about again the more about SSI injections. Just assume this is a page welcome.sstml, okay, and the page is a static page just getting input from the user and displaying that input here, okay. Now, so obviously the input form will be something like this, $name equal to, if it's a get input, so maybe something like this, yes, and there will be a parameter name, okay. Now, so this may be the input form, okay. Coding will be different, okay. Forgot about the coding. This is the input. Now, so first the $name parameter is populated by a get variable supplied by the user, yes, and this will be come over there. Now if I will get to know that there is a SSI enabled. If I will get to know that SSI is enabled on the web servers. So what I will do now, we can actually execute SSI commands then. So what if I will supply some malicious SSI directive like this one? Okay, then I'll use a hash directive to execute exec command. Then cmd. After that, I may give ls or something, id or anything. Okay, let's close this directive. So it's opening over there, closing over there. Obviously, you will get the list of files of servers. Yes. Then there is a vulnerability. Yes, because if you will get the list of files, it's big vulnerability. Yes, that's why it's a server side vulnerabilities. Now, I'm just showing you the demo now. I made a file onto this server. It's a root metasploitable server. Okay. So I made a file ssi.sstml. Okay. So in this file, what I'm doing is a SSI test page. I'm just giving a command over there. This is exec cmd equal to ls. Now, if you run this file, just see this what's happening. So I'm running that file 192. Okay, what is the IP address of that server? I just gave over this file. So I'm just showing you, if you will give command like this into the any input parameters, what will happen? It will come over there. The PHP echo and the value will come over there. Yes. So basically it will execute this one. Yes. And you will get output, render output on the web page of this command ls. So this is called SSI injections. So what's the IP address? Let's go for IP address. IP address is 192.168.1.202. So 1.202. Okay. Now there is a SSI. See this now? I'm getting the list of files. Now, okay. Instead of that one, okay. Sorry, I gave something wrong. Now, instead of this, sorry, let's do vim space okay. So if I'll give, let's say, ssi.sstml, that file, not okay. Sorry, there. See SSI, sorry, vim editor, and then I'll give space ssi.sstml. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm in insert mode now. Instead of this execute cmd ls, if I'll give something else. Okay. So what if this time if I'll give some different command, like we have seen the demo, sorry, I have in the notepad. What if I'll give command like this, echo var date local? So let's try this now. Okay. So this time I'll give, let's say, echo space var equal to, and variable I'll give, let's say, date underscore local. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now it's closing is there. So now okay, now let's try wq saves, it's written now. Server is already started. What if I reload this? You will get a current date. Yes. So just assume the context that your input is, so there is a search bar. Just assume there is an input, let's say search bar, search.html. Okay, just assume search.html. Okay, and whatever, and there's a search parameter, and you give there, let's say hello, and hello is reflecting somewhere in the context, let's say on the web page. Obviously it's HTML code. Maybe it's reflecting in h1 tag, let's say hello in big or something, hello, or something, let's say your input not found, something like your input not found, and then there will be a value of this, okay, whatever. Yes, just assume this is coming like this value is going over the directly over there. Let's say dollar search. Now if you will, and if you will give over there instead of this hello, what if you will give there a directory like this? So it will execute output of this one, because the web server enabled SSI itself. It's a vulnerability. If your server is enabled SSI, this itself it's a vulnerability. So I hope it's clear to you the more about SSI injections. It's not only these are the, you can try, these are the payloads, these are the codes for SSI. Okay, these are the malicious input I'm looking for. Okay, so see this now, echo var, remote addend, remote host, query string, whatever. Yes, so we'll see the demonstration now in the next video, but you just assume this is the context where you are trying your code and it's executing on the web page. You will get a the server side output. Yes, on the client side, that's it. It's one that's called server side includes vulnerability. Now I hope it's clear to you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about live SSI injections. How to find these vulnerabilities basically in real world website. So for demo purpose, I will be showing you on these two web applications. Okay, so this is one application. Let me simply copy this. What I will do first, I will spider this, because right now I don't know whether they are enabling they enabled SSI or not. So how to identify they enabled SSI or not? Mostly if you will get something like this .html, that means they allowed somehow, you can say 80% case they allowed SSI. So if they allowed SSI directly, you have to find injection point again. So let's try now. So this is the, I'll spider this first. Let's say proxy intercept is on now. So I'll click on the reload. So I capture, right click, send to spider, sorry, no, send to spider. Yes, obviously you know. Now I'll go to, let's say, user option to display something. Okay, so 18, so 18 I'll make it 24, this two again 24. Okay, for better. Okay, now so I spider this now. Okay, okay, now again I'll right click, spider this. So see, I got all the input parameters. Yes, now again there's another way to identify this. If you'll get a bin directory, that means also there is a SSI enabled. Okay, so if you'll get in the URL bar, if you'll get something like this bin, then it's also SSI enabled over there. So I can see I have got some bin directory, but let me simply double click on parameters. I'm just this, there's a bin cklb. Okay, anyway, it's not only bin cklb or whatever. Yes, there's a bin register also. Yes, let's try over that. So if I'm right click, send this to repeater. Okay, repeater. Now I can see there are the parameters. Why I'm saying the SSI is enabled over there, you can see this, there are many URLs having .html. That means there may be, yeah, there may be SSI enabled. So let's try this. So I'll send that to repeater. Now instead of this username, I may give something in my own code. So I have my own code, let's say this one. Yeah, this one, perfect. Let's try this now. So in the username, I will give this one. What's happening? So I got 500 internal server. That means they may are filtering this input. So I'll make it encode. Let's say convert selections URL encode. Okay, key characters. Let's try this now. Again 500. So maybe I'll try by giving username. After username, I'll give and. Okay, and then I will try this as a path fragment. Okay, let's say it's a post, but it's still try. Let's try this now, something like this. In a real world, it's not necessary to give and. Okay, but I bypassed that one. That's a different situations. Okay, so now it's bypassed, but I don't know they are enabled SSI or not. But if you observe it, let's observe it in a, see this now, something is coming here. See this, an error occurred while processing this directory. That means SSI is enabled, but this is not working. This command is not working. So maybe some other code will work over there. Instead of this, some other code will work, but I don't know which code will work or which not. Okay, so what you do now, I'll right click, send this to intruder. I'll go to intruder positions because I identified successfully the SSI is enabled, but this is not working. So no worry. I'll add payloads. I go to payload sections. I'll add the list of payloads because I cannot try manually all the payloads one by one. It's not possible. So I'll copy this. Let's paste over there. Now again the problem is right now its URL encode should be enabled. Let's start attack. So you can see this now 200 is coming, but I have to I'll do double click on length, okay, to get highest length first. So it's easy for me to identify, okay. So I can see this print env is coming also, ls is there also. So my ls is also executing. So send this to repeater again. Go. Let's find something in response, some critical things, yeah. But I'm not getting anything in yes, okay. Greeting card company, calendar company, but I don't know it's ls or output or something else output. Okay, I cannot guarantee this. This is not the ls output. I don't think so. This is ls output. So let me simply go to the intruder again. Okay, now, but I can see this is something cookie, 24,000 length. Right click and this to repeater. Let's click on go now to observe the response. Okay, if you observe this now. Again, it's not coming. I don't think so. It should become okay. Yeah. So cookie, you can see this now. We fired the cookie attack, yes. And here you are getting the cookie value output. See this now? Can you see this? We are getting cookie output. Yeah. So this is the cookie. See this now? This is the cookie, and you can see the cookie is coming in the response because the payload was for cookie. The payload was for cookie, yes. So payload was to fetch the cookie. See the echo var means output the HTTP cookie. Now there is a print env means environment details. So let's right click, send this to repeater. Let's click on go now. So environment means see this now. What see this now? This is a print env details. That means we are getting this one. From there, local Apache, global MySQL database. Oh, DB MySQL database argument. See, maybe you will get something information, but USA email address is this one, phone number is this one. It's the environment details there, yeah. So we are getting something interesting. So over there, server software, switch server. So print means all the details about server. Let's say name, address, port number, yes, htdocs. Yeah, see this now. Maybe username is this one. Address we have already got. Port number we have already got. If password will be there, then it will be very good for me. But password is not there. So yeah. The env details you got, okay. So I hope you understand this vulnerability. Okay, my goal was to just teach you the vulnerabilities, okay. So not the exploitations. Okay, now. So right click into the attack. Now let me check if I'm getting anything else. Now ls we are not getting. Even who am I we will not get because it's coming after this one. Okay. Maybe server software you will get, okay, because length is something high. So server software, what is server software? Let's try one. I don't know. Server software, okay. Server software means you are getting, okay, this is they are using this one, so that means we're getting the server informations from boom. So I hope it's clear to you how SSI works. Okay, so thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So again I'm going to teach you a live SSI injection, so you can say on different websites, different approach through path fragment, okay, through path fragment. Okay, so path fragment, maybe spelling will be wrong, so I hope it's clear. Okay, so do not live stream or post somewhere that spelling is wrong. Okay, see this course, there is no spelling mistake, so I'm not here to teach you spelling mistake, etc, etc. Okay, so okay, now okay, so the different website is right now this one, so I'm just doing, so again I will spider because I don't know they are using the enabled SSI or not. So I'll first open this application. So now okay, so just wait. Okay, so this is applications. Now I'll intercept is on now because I don't know the context that it's having .html page or not. So let me simply spider this and I'll remove this applications, the glasshouse image. So delete host. It's a critical vulnerability. I hope you will get bounty and give me party. So spider that. Now after spider, I can see there are many .html page. Now I can see there's a bin st which is also over there, but it's not. So you can try and see these are the parameters over there. These are the directories over there. Yes, so you can see this bin register again. It's coming. So you can try over there. Let's say this is a register page. Maybe it's vulnerable. So send this to repeater. Now let's click on go. So clicking on go, it's supposed to be 200. Okay, and your input should be reflecting. But right now I'm just showing you on the path fragment. So just wait. Where is the repeater? Okay, it's coming 200. So okay, now path fragment means I have to attack over there. So I may give something like this question mark. Let's say hello. Is hello is reflecting? Maybe your input supposed to reflect, I guess, or you can try SSI directive directly. But let's copy the SSI directive. So I'm going to copy this one. Okay, or maybe you can try this one also. Okay, it's not necessary that you should try directly the malicious input. So let me try this one, echo var, but again it's a bad request. So what I will do now, I will try to encode my input. So okay, so now I guess 200 is there, so we bypass that, but we have to look for the SSI directive error. Are we getting any kind of error? Yeah, see this now, it's coming over there and it's a directive error, so it's coming over the date local also, but it's a hidden. That means your input is applied, but it's not reflecting your content. It's a hidden. But okay, I don't know. See this. SSI is enabled over there. You gave your input, but it's not reflecting back anything to you. That means you can try blind SSI. Blind SSI means nothing but you try to give a command that will give you the NS lookup something on the NS lookup command. Okay, so maybe it will work. I don't know. Okay, it may work, it may not work. It's up to you. So, but I'll show you. So it's coming back, but I don't know it's reflecting back or not. So send this to intruder. I'll go to the intruder positions. Let's clear this. will select this as a position. So selected as this as a positions payloads. Load. Sorry, there's no payloads. I have the list of SSI. So I guess I'll copy from my notepad. Okay. Okay. So this one. Let's paste over there and then I start attack. It's not necessary that it's coming 400. So maybe okay. So what I will give now, let's send this to repeater again. Okay, send this to repeater. I will try to first balance bypass this. If I will bypass this, it then okay. So it's supposed to be 200 come over there first. It's not coming, so it should come 400 directly. So let me first close the intruder tab because I want to not try and 400 status code. So it's a 4. Okay. So what I will do now, I will try to this command, but I want to bypass this command. Okay. Then I'll apply that same rule with the intruder. Okay. So let's try this one. Let's click on the go. Firstly, it will come 400 as a batch request. Now let me simply give the encode convert selections URL encode key characters. Okay, see if I'm trying key characters, it's just encoding the space and it's just but again it's coming 302 and it's going locations to the NSA. But I'm a hacker and I was trying to break into a site with SSI injections, execute command type blah 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 blah. Okay, so what I will do now, I'll do command judge. Now let's copy this one. Okay, so convert selections URL encode all characters. This time I'll try URL encode all characters. Let's try to go now. Is it working? I hope it will work. If it will work, then I will be able to apply. Okay, it's a 500 internal server, so it's not coming. So now Okay. So what if I'll give over there, let's try to encode this one. Okay, then I'll give a simply double code over there. Let's try to, because it was reflecting in double code, that's why I'm trying double code over there. Okay, what about double code closing? Are we getting anything? Okay, so no. So what about double quote closing? So let's try to encode double quote. So I'll give convert selections, URL encode all characters. If a percent 22 was there, so let's try over this. Again, it's coming. What about this one? So if I'll try this one also, it should come same. It's coming same. So let's say convert selections, URL encode all characters. This one also. Okay. Okay, let's try some, instead of execute command, let's try with echo. Okay. So if you will successfully bypass this one, then I may try this one. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, echo var date local. So maybe this they will not take as offensive this one. Okay, so let's try this now. If you're trying this one, if you're trying URL encode all characters, see what's happening. Okay, so it's working now, but we are not getting any kind of date. Why? Because it's just taking input type hidden. Okay, it's not displaying anything. It's just taking input. Okay, so you can try on a different parameters. Okay, I was just showing the path fragment, how you can try in the path fragment. No, but I don't know, maybe blind will work over there. So send this to intruder. I'll go to the intruder positions. Let's clear. But again, how blind gonna work? Because execute command is not working. So if execute command is not working, blind won't gonna work. So I pasted now payload processing. Let me give the payload processing will be encode, then all characters. URL encode all characters. Okay, that's okay. Then start attack. So blind SSI will be over there, but again, I cannot guarantee neither day. So I'll simply double click on link because something bypassed. Let's right click send this to repeater because I don't know what it's coming. So the payload is with date local payload, and we have already seen the date local payload. So are we getting any kind of date on the? Okay, so let me intruder baby in intruder not go anywhere, but I can also. So see this value is coming, but date about today date. What was the date output? If you'll try now, let's say 192.20202 was there. Yes, 202. Yes. So if I'm trying this one SSI.sshtml, date was this one Monday. So I have to search for Monday in the response. Monday nowhere it's coming. So yeah, maybe yeah, Monday is supposed to be there, but it's not covered, so it's not executing. Okay, not NSO. Let's right click intruder attack 3 now. What vulnerability is there? Okay, so again it's not. So I just double click online. So this something is also coming. So what about the response? What's the payload name? I don't know. I'm just browsing to get anything, any clue. What's there? So if you just see, if file not found inform user and password. So yeah, it's not informing you anything. Okay, so okay, there's also nothing. Okay, so this is a way. This is a way to identify these vulnerabilities. I hope it's clear to you. Yes. So Yeah. Just wait. If I'll get anything interesting, then it will be vulnerabilities. But yeah, just wait. Okay, it's not coming. Okay, so that means it's a vulnerable but not exploitable. You can see. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now again, I'm going to talk about SSI hunting. So last time we have seen we couldn't able to penetrate that. Yes, but we were able to identify the vulnerability. But now this time I'm going to show you uh, the blind, you can say blind SSI. Maybe possible, maybe not. Okay, but see this one. This is a script I developed. Okay, this script you can also use for to generate SSI directive error. Okay, also to generate SSI directive error. If you are able to generate SSI directive, then there is a vulnerability. Okay, so but you can see this now. There I gave ns lookup command and -q space cname space the burp. This you have to remove this and give the burp collaborator. Okay, now address. So let me pick any of the URL. There could be possibilities. So I'll try the .html file or any. Okay, so let me simply click on the double click on parameters. Okay, so I've done that. Now I can see there's a bin register, it's a post. So let me simply try send this to repeater. Now on the repeater I can see there are the name, check name, email address, username. Okay, so I may try on the username parameters, maybe not. So let's try over there. So I'll directly give this my code word directly. Let's try this. So instead of burp collaborator, I gave the burp collaborator address, but how you gonna use this? So let me tell you. Copy this one. Okay. Now paste over there in the username field or any other parameters where you want to test this. Okay. Now I'll put the burp collaborator. So there's the burp collaborator client. Make it 1 second. Copy to clipboard. Okay. I'll remove this one completely, the big bracket. Okay, with the address. Let's click on go. But I can see there's a 500 internal server error. That means maybe I have to bypass this. So maybe let's try it with double quote. Okay, so how your input is reflecting. Let's try with double quotes. If I'm trying double quote before, or maybe no, sometimes. Okay, I gave you the example and we try and. Okay, so let's try go now. So username I completed. Now it's okay. So this 200 we got. Now here you have to look for. See this. I have basically what I'm doing now. I'm here set. I'm using a set command. Set var and value Vikas. Then again I'm using the syntax and set var Chaudhary. So if you get combined there, let's say Vikas and Chaudhary one together, then there's a vulnerability. Okay. So see this now. We are getting Vikas. So see this. How I develop this code. Let me simply decode this one for you. Okay. So convert selections URL. Okay, sorry, URL decode. So you can see this now. These are the syntax, and then there is set where, and the name I gave this one, and the value one is Vikas. Okay, now. So this is a way to identify this vulnerability. I hope it's clear to you. Yes, this YRT is going over there, and then trying to execute this code, but I don't know it's executed or not. If it's executed, then there is a vulnerability. Let's try it. Go. So there is no request, but you can see this now because is in different where, different setup, and it is different setup, but they are coming together. So there is a vulnerability. Okay, but it's not exploitable. Okay. So I hope it's clear to you. Yes, how to do this. Okay. If you get this, then you can also report this. Okay, because SSI we are able to execute SSI from front end. Yes, as you can see this now, this code I have given, it's executing properly and my output is successfully. Yes, because so it is coming back. That means it's vulnerable. So I hope it's clear to you. We'll meet in next video, next section. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I am going to talk about ticket trick, the help desk let the hacker in. So what is this basically? Let's understand the background concept first of all. Let's say a company having a workspaces. You can say workspaces maybe on Slack, maybe on Yammer, maybe on FB, or maybe on anywhere. Okay, it's not okay. So basically, Many companies have this kind of thing, let's say for communications with internal employees, Slack, Yammer on FB, okay? And employee have to join with @company.com. Yes, @company.com email address. If you are an employee of Hackersera, if you want to join our communications, you can join with @company.com on any of the popular business communication tools such as Slack and Yammer, Facebook, etc. Then the company.com, or let's say Slack or any communication tools, will send you one verification link to the internal email address of this company. Yes, and you have to verify that. So this is a background how the internal communication works. Now, just assume, what if you will get an email ID of that company? Then you will be able to register on any of the popular sorry, maybe spelling will be wrong, so popular business communication tools. Yes, yeah, I hope, yes, communication tools from your by using this email address. Yes, but the problem is how you will get the email ID of the company. So there is no such way to get a company email ID because communication tools will send you one link. Now just assume, what if there is a ticket issue? Let's say there is options for generate ticket issues. Let's say if there is a ticket ID creations. What does that mean? Basically, many applications wants from the customers to contact support team with email ID. Yes, and you will get the specific email ID for your thread. Now, if you observe this properly, see, let's say there is a company, let's say company.com, having a support systems through email or some kind of form, but through email or some kind of form, okay, some kind of support form. Now, after sending message, email, or submitting the form, what they're doing, applications is creating a email ID for your thread, that means for your message, okay, for your submitted form. Why? So you can communicate anytime through email. Yes, like this, support maybe plus ticket ID _12345 something like this @company.com. So basically they are creating a specific thread for this ticket ID of your support message. That means you got the email ID of company.com. Yes, then you will see, now you got the company email ID. Now what if there will be let's say what if just assume you got the email ID. Now from second email, just try this, okay, it's working or not. From, say, let's say I send through, let's say Vikas1 let's say hackersera.com. I send the support message or submitted form to the support @company.com, and company.com created a mail ID for me. Let's say company.com created a mail ID for me. Let's say this one, okay, for my threads. Okay. Now just imagine if I will send mail Vikas2 from Vikas2 @hackersera.com to this support ticket ID email ID, and if ticket ID mail ID will forward my email to Vikas1 @hackersera.com, then there is a vulnerability. Yes, why? Because now you will go to slack.com. Just imagine Slack, they are using Slack for internal communications. You go to slack.com, sign up over there by using this email ID, okay, by using this email ID, because this is the thread email ID, okay, this is a ticket ID email. And if obviously you will receive verification link on where Vikas 1, because this will forward this email ID will forward every email to this Vikas1 at hackerserver.com. Yes, this way you will be able to register on as an internal employees to any of the workspace. So I hope you understood the background concept. Now we'll see the live hunting. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about live hunting of this ticket trick bug bounty. So as I already discussed everything with you, yes, now let's jump to the, let's say this is a EC Council support system. Let's say support dot I think support.eccouncil.org maybe is this okay? This is not. What about this one? Zendesk.eccouncil. I know. Okay, that's why I tried. Okay. I guess I have the eccouncil.org. Let me check. Okay, see this, I have the many support options. See, when I've supported many times for testing this one. Okay, so it's okay. It's a eccouncil.zendesk.com. Okay, so now just let me show you. Okay, so this is a EC Council support forums. Now there is a submit sign in first. So I will sign in first. Okay, I will sign up with my, let's say, Google. Okay, I'll sign in with my Google. So I just sign up, logged in to this EC Council. Now I click on the submit request. Now you can see there I can create any submit. So let's say I need help. Okay, for example. Okay. Okay. So why do I need? Okay, whatever. It's a suggested articles. Okay. So I don't want any kind of articles. I want to support. Okay. Hi, there is a problem with my exam. Just exam problem with my exam. Okay. Now name I'll give Vikas Chaudhary. They may maybe blacklist me. Okay, but I have to try. Okay. So let me give me any country. So this time I'll give India, for example. Oh, obviously I'll give India. Okay. Now done. Request issue, general inquiry, nothing. I don't want to attach any kind of form. Let's click on the submit. So basically I created a support thread. Okay, see this now. Now what they have done, did they have done anything else? Okay, not yet. They haven't created any specific email ID for that thread one. Now what if I'll give there, let's say hello, will they create any kind of thing? Not yet. Okay. Not yet, but just see this now. They haven't created any kind of specific email ID for that thread. Not yet. Okay. Now what I will do now, I'll check my previous ticket ID. Okay. So eccouncil.org. Previous it was working, but now it's not working, I guess. But let me check. Okay. Okay. So you can see this. There are many threads. Now if you will check this, there are many threads. Now if I'll click on the to me, I got the my thread ID email ID. See this now. So I have the email ID of that. So EC Council. Okay, but support. Okay. So okay, now this is the ID of the ticket ID. Now let me replace this ticket ID with my new ticket ID. Okay, I have this. I need a help. Okay, this one. Okay, so it's a 64042. Okay, so 64042. Okay, so this is the email ID. I got the email ID. Now what I have to do, I have to check that is any mail coming on this email. See, I use this is my email ID, registered email ID on this form. Okay, if I'll try to send mail from, let's say, this any other account, let's try to send mail to from, let's say, hackerserver.com. Let me use not this one. Okay, let me use any other email account. Okay, so let me use my official. Okay, I have to use VPN. So let me use VPN. Okay. Okay, so it's connected. Let me simply conduct to CC no one. Let's say hi, just testing ticket trick, and I'll write same thing on there. Okay, click on go. If you will receive email to this email ID, registered email ID, then there is a vulnerability. But the problem is right now we haven't received any kind of email. Why? See, it's not coming. If it's not coming, that means it's not vulnerable, okay? Because you are not able to use that Zendesk email ID as, okay? So you are not able to. Now, if you will use if you compose this email from registered email ID, just see this now, not this one. If you'll compose email from support plus ID, this one, to hi testing for, let's say, ticket blah 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 blah, let's click on the send now. So that means you are able to view my, okay, so I just send this now. If you'll check this now, see, it's not updated yet. Wait, you have to wait because, okay, so maybe it may take time. If you will receive any email from this EC Council, Zendesk, whatever, to this email ID, then there is a vulnerability. Just assume you got the email, then what you do, you go to Slack or any other, and then you can use this email ID to sign up, okay? Like earlier, if you will check my mail, ecouncil.org, see. Let me use any previous thread, okay? Because maybe this thread is not working. Maybe they fixed this vulnerability. In that case, I cannot do anything, but let me try. Okay, so you can see this now. I have tried many times, and that times it was coming. So if you check this, it was coming. Let's say, see this now. It was coming hi. See this? Hello. So that time it was working. This mail was working, but now it's not working. That means they fixed this. Okay, you cannot send email to this email ID. That means there is no ticket trick right now. Okay. So I hope you understood how to find this kind of vulnerability. If you find, then there is a it's a P1 vulnerability, because you can listen internal communications by signing up any of the workspaces. But okay, so I hope it's clear to you. Or you can also try, let's say, on any support system. Let me find any kind of ticket ID if I have. Sorry, not this ticket. Support ticket. Okay, so I'll search, let's say, support. They are only for Zendesk, okay, not for any. So let's say support. I'm just checking my previous email, so I'll get any kind of link. But see this now. Okay, testing for, see this, it came right now. See, hi, testing for ticket Gmail ID 629. See this, just 2 minutes ago. So I hope you understood this. Okay, this is called ticket trick. So mail is coming. That means you can use this on Slack or any other workspace, and they will forward the email to this VV. Okay, this is my registered email ID I used there. Yes, you can see my activities. And if you check this, see, something is also came over there, because you created an email to this thread. Okay, and this thread is updating on everywhere. Okay, so this is called ticket trick bug bounty. I hope it's clear to you. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back again. So what is the impact of this ticket trick? Okay, why we are finding this vulnerability? So just assume, if you are just inside in any company, let's say internal communications, so sometimes employee paste passwords onto the Slack or wherever, okay, company secrets and customer information in channel everyone the team lead access to. Yes, so if you are in the part of the internal communication team, you may have access of customer information, channels, every details, pasted passwords, company secret information. So actually we need to keep looking for security issues in all possible places. Large companies have no clues what their employees are doing. Okay, so if, let's say, is there any company, let's say Slack, and having an employee of 5,000 employees on, let's say, Slack group, so obviously they don't care about what they are talking, okay, internal communications, what are the employees are sharing with each other. So If I will get access, I will find some crucial information from that internal communication. That's why it's a big vulnerability. Okay. So yeah, so basically you have to look for if support tickets can be created through email, or if support tickets are accessible by users with an unverified email address, then it's a vulnerability. So I hope it's clear to you, okay, how the company affected by these vulnerabilities. I hope it's clear to you. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So I'm talking about another evil way to take over. So why I gave this name? Where is my pen? Okay. Again, so let me tell you, it's related with support system again. Just assume there is a company, okay? There is a website, okay? There is a website having two things. For this, it requires two things. First thing is support systems that is generating one ticket ID, okay? For your query or for your query or message, Second, just assume there is a website having two things, support system that is generating one ticket ID for a query or message, okay? So let's say XY ticket ID is, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Now, whatever, yes, if you type any message, you will get a different ticket ID on different, okay, threads. Now, second, a company having an online chat system too, okay? Chat system too. I guess I have to disable WhatsApp chat box, otherwise. Okay. So company having a online chat systems. So you can chat with their employees, okay? Or you can communicate with the support teams for your queries, okay? So assume the company have these two things. Obviously, 60% company have these things right now. Yes, if you even talk about Amazon, Flipkart, everybody have these two things, okay? Support systems or company having online chat systems too. Okay, now I'm just related with this account takeover, but you can try on anything, okay? Any purpose, okay? It's a purpose will be different on different things, okay? Now just imagine, so now obviously I'm a hacker, so my background will be completely different. Just assume this is a company, and company having, let's say, I'm a user of company, so this is my one account, Vikas1, or let's say victim @gmail.com. So what I'm doing from victim email, I'm writing a message, write an email to support, okay, support systems, and the mail should contain something like this: hey, or you can write a professional email, that's up to you. Hey, I want to change my registered email ID. So what you will write a message, registered email ID. What will happen then? Obviously it's a support system, so they will generate a ticket ID for your message, okay? So they will generate a ticket ID, let's say ticket ID is, let's say, XYZ, for example. So you got XYZ as a ticket ID for this, okay? And if it's a victim email ID, something like 1001, for example, let's say victim name is Vikas Chaudhary, so my mail ID is something like this, vikaschaudhary@gmail.com. So write an email to support system, hey, want to change my registered email ID to from this one, let's say Vikas Chaudhary. We can write Vikas Chaudhary @gmail.com to Vikas Chaudhary 13 @gmail.com. So obviously I'll create a email ID like this, okay? This look like same, and hey, I want to change my registered email ID from this email ID to this one, okay? Now what will happen? I'll send mail from this email, Vikas Chaudhary. I'll send mail from this Vikas Chaudhary @gmail.com, okay? So the company email ID. So company will generate a ticket ID, let's say XYZ. You got the ticket ID. Now go to chat system, okay? Now go to online chat systems. After some time, okay, chat systems, and yes, now go to online chat systems, okay? After some time, now what you do? Again, there will be a form. Let's say name. So name you give Vikas Chaudhary for. Okay, don't try on my accounts, okay? Name on Vikas Chaudhary. email ID you give as a victim email ID. So victim email ID is this one, Vikas Chaudhary one sorry @gmail.com. Now, and there will be a message. Obviously, it's a chat system, so you have to write a message, a pre-message. Okay, so message, hey, I want to talk regarding XYZ ticket ID, XYZ ticket ID, whatever XYZ ticket number, ticket ID XYZ. So what's the status? What's the status of my you can say request? So obviously, first you've already verified, yes, by creating a thread ID because from this email ID, yes, the registered email ID. So they want to verify again, okay? It's already verified. So they may change your registered email ID, yes. And if they will change the registered email ID, you can simply go to where? Forgot password, and you can take over the account. Yes, so this is another evil way to take over accounts. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. Now in the second I'll give you the steps. Okay, so I hope it's hello friends, welcome back. So we'll talk about now steps for evil way takeover. So what is this now? See what you need for this one. So first you need you have to send, say let's say you have two accounts now. Okay, so let's say victim account is this one, victim email ID is this one on register. Just assume abc@gmail.com. Okay, that means, and let's say company support system email ID is this one, company email ID is this one. Okay, just assume support@company.com. Now, so first you need you have to create a same look like victim email. Okay, victim email ID. You can create something like this, abc1@gmail.com. Just assume. Okay, that means you have a look like victim email ID. Now what you do second, you need, as if you are a hacker, you need a powerful fake mailer. Okay, fake mailer that have reply to options. Okay, reply to options. Okay, that means if you will receive any email, they will forward to this abc1@gmail.com. That you need. Okay, you need a powerful fake mailer, you can say mailer that have reply to options. Okay, so this you need. But if you are a tester, if you are a bug bounty hunter, you don't need anything. Okay, if you are a bug bounty hunter, you can create these two account will be from your, okay, abc1 and abc this one. So what you do, you compose a email from where? abc@ not from abc1. Okay, not from actual victim. Okay, abc@gmail.com to support. Okay, because you are a hunter. Okay, you are not a hacker. Okay, support. Okay, now third, obviously you will get a ticket ID. Okay, now you go to the online chat systems. Now you go to online chat systems and try to communicate with their employees or their online bot, whatever, yes, employees, regarding your ticket ID. And if they will change the registered email ID, then there is a vulnerability, and the vulnerability is evil way to take over. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you. The steps is clear to you. Then in the next video I'll see the demonstration. Hello friends, welcome back. So I just recorded this live demonstration of Evil Way, but my laptop was just recording was not on over there. Okay, so voice was not there. So let me replay this. Okay, so let me show you simply. See, so what I have done basically, I compose an email ID. Okay, I compose a mail to the support at the rate LeapSwitch. Okay, and you can see my registered email ID is right now v130295 at the rate gmail.com. Now, so what I have done, I simply compose an email to support at the rate leapswitch.com. If you'll check, you can see I composed to support at the rate leapswitch.com. Now, and what I wrote over there, I wrote I need to change my registered email ID to v130295 at the rate gmail.com to Vikas Chaudhary 130295 at the rate gmail.com. Kindly change the registered email ID. After that, okay. After that, what they have done, automatic system generated one ticket ID for my query. The query was reset my email ID, change my email ID, okay. And the ticket ID is 538059. Now see, I got the ticket ID, okay. Now what I have done, I went to LeapSwitch. So I went to LeapSwitch. So I can communicate right now, but what I have done for your demonstration successfully, I will pretend as a hacker now. So what I will do, I will first log out, okay. And after log out, you can also communicate with online, okay. So let's say Vikas, name Vikas Chaudhary, email ID, I'll give as a victim email ID. So victim email ID is vv130295@gmail.com. Phone number, I'll give the registered phone number, email ID, registered phone number, okay. Departments, obviously support, start chat. And I wrote a message, hey, I want to change my registered email ID, or you can give something like this, hello, kindly look on this ticket ID. I want to, okay, so kindly check or look, you can, it's up to you, okay, how you convince other people. Kindly check my ticket ID, and ticket ID is 538091, support ticket ID, okay. Do the needful, something you can say, yes. And now I'm waiting for their response. Just wait. So I was waiting for the response from the teams. Actually, we already verified because we send the email from support at the, we registered email ID to the support system. Sometimes you already verified with the internal system. That's why they generated one ticket ID. Now you are just forcing the users to change your registered email ID. Okay. See. And if email ID will change from vv130295 to the Vikas Chaudhary, then there is a big vulnerability. Yes. So now they are typing something, okay, because they verified, okay, the ticket ID is already generated. That means it's a valid one. The valid user is messaging something. You will get an update on the same ticket once it is done, okay. Yeah. So wait. Now what I wrote, thanks you, something like this, okay. So just wait now. So this was just a video. Now you can see I already thank you. Will get an update on the same. See, hello, kindly check my support ticket ID or do the needful. You will get an update on the ticket once it's done. And there's a thank you. You are awesome. Bye. Okay. Now there's a login. Let me try to log in with my previous email ID. So if you are v130295@gmail ID. So if I'm trying to log in with my previous email ID, am I able to? Oh, sorry. Thing is not up. Okay. Okay, so login details is incorrect now. See, I'm not able to use my this email ID now. Okay, because email ID changed. Maybe it's changed. Okay. So now what I will do now, I will try to log in with this one. Let's say I know the password, so I'll directly log in. But what you do in real world, you go to the forgot password and try to log in. Okay. So I hope it's, oh, boom. See? So it's a vulnerability now. Now please check your email and follow the link to verify your email ID, because this is my new email ID. So I have to verify again. So I have to go to the Vikas Chaudhary email ID and then I have to verify. So let's click on the add account and then I'll verify. Okay, I'll do an verification part later on. Okay. So I hope it's clear to you, this one live demonstration of evil way to take over. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about previously created session continue being valid after MFA activation. So I already told this bug many people, okay, but right now I'm recording for you, okay, so you should start hunting, okay. So I gave some people privilege, okay, that's why. Now, so what is this bug? First let me explain you, okay. And I saw one report on HackerOne that got bounty 2500 USD. That's why I'm sharing this with you, okay. So let me start this. What's the background concept about this vulnerability? So let's say examples, you have two devices, okay. You have, sorry, not you have two devices, okay. There's the application. Let's say there is an application, okay, an application having a functionality called multi-factor authentication, okay, MFA, multi-factor authentication, okay. Now what you do basically, there is an application having a multi-factor authentication. Right now you just sign up, and if you're a fresh hunter, so you just sign up and then log in, okay, log in so basically log in your account on two browser, okay, two devices, on two browser, or you can sit, if it's a application, Android application, log in this account on two devices, okay, or two devices, okay. So let's say you logged in on browser 1 and you logged in on browser 2. Now what you do in browser 1, enable MFA, multi-factor authentication, okay, and just go back, complete the steps of MFA, go back and reload or perform some authenticated action, okay, authenticated action like profile update or something actions from browser 2, okay, from browser 2. If you are able to perform authenticated action, or just its session is still live, action or session is still live, then there is a vulnerability. Actually session should terminate, yes, because you enable 2FA or MFA, or session should ask for multi-factor authentications, okay, or session should prompt you to use 2FA or MFA, okay. So this is just a background concept about this vulnerability. Now we'll have a live demonstration after this, okay. Hello friends, welcome back. So now we'll have a live demonstrations, okay, on this, okay, on the vulnerability name which previously created sessions continue being valid after MFA activation. So live demonstration, okay. So I'm going to demonstrate you on first github.com, okay. So I hope I have to create an account on github.com first. So let me okay, or let me show you one report, okay. See this report, previously created sessions continue being valid after MFA activations and got bounty of 2500 USD. So you can take a reference of this link, okay. Now so let's go to the github.com. I already have account, and its username is this one, VAFUP007, okay. So let me use this. I don't know password, but let me try to log in same account on different browser, that is my Firefox, okay. So let me log in over there, sign up, sorry, login, okay. So I logged in both the account. Now in one browser, let's say in the Firefox browser, I'm enabling 2FA. So let me go to the settings, okay. Now there is somewhere security, okay. So let's go to the security. Now I can see two-factor authentication is not enabled yet. Let me enable this, okay. Okay, setup using SMS. I will download this backup code, recovery code. You also have recovery code, okay, but don't worry, I used any temporary email address. Now okay, send authentication code. So I'm enabling 2FA onto github.com in first browser, okay. done. So I just enabled 2FA. Now in this browser, let me try some authenticated requests, like there's the edit profile. So let me try this. Okay. Hi, this is Vikas Chaudhary Hunter 2.0 something testing. Okay, save. So see this now. I'm able to perform some authenticated action. Then there is a vulnerability. Yes. So if I'll check, let's say your profile right now, in the see it's coming. This is Vikas Hunter 2.0. So without they should ask for, or the other they should terminate the sessions, different sessions, or they should ask for 2FA. That yes, you have to perform 2FA. So I hope it's clear to you. Okay. Hello friends, let's try this same attack on Google. Okay. So I can see my two-step verification is right now off. Okay. So let me log in same account on different browser. So I'm using Firefox this time. Let's go to the Gmail. Okay. I don't know which account I have logged in. Yes, so I logged in this same account. Okay, you can see. Now I will enable 2FA there in the first browser. Okay, so get started. Okay. Okay. Choose another option. Yes, so I have text message. Okay, let me use text message. Okay. India 992191. Okay, let's click on the next. Okay, done. Turn on. So you can see right now the two-step verification is verified and it's started. Now let's reload this browser. See, they ask for login again. Yes, then let me log in. If I'm in login, they see that means Google secured this, but GitHub was not secured this. Yes, so this is a way to find this vulnerability. So I hope you got the idea. Okay, how to test. So Google Gmail is secure because they, in the second browser, they ask for the two-step verification. Yes, they ask for OTP to log in again. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about STT proxy attack, a CGI application vulnerability for PHP, Python, and Go and others. For example, let's say you're developing an application in PHP, but you're serving in CGI directory, then there may be this vulnerability. It's STT proxy attack. So why it's affected? You can search more on Google for definition and other thing. Okay, why it's affected? The affected reason may be below. First, code running under a CGI like context. Okay, so like already said, if your PHP code is there but it's running in CGI like context, where HTTP this not this one, where HTTP proxy becomes a real or emulated environment variables. Second reason may be an HTTP client, that's a web application, HTTP website that trust HTTP proxy and configure it as proxy. Okay, so how to find, I'll let you know later, but first you understood this concept. Okay, proxy. Okay, now third reason may be that client, the HTTP client used within a request handler and making an HTTP request. So this is all about the background concept of our HTTP proxy attack. Now, how to find this kind of vulnerability? It's very easy. Just note down the steps. The steps is very easy. The first steps will be spider any application. Okay, spider any application. If it's based on Python, PHP, Go, that's great. It's not limited to the Python, PHP, Go. It's limited. Okay. For more information, you can go to httpproxy.org. Okay. So let me open if there is a website, httpproxy.org. This will help you for httpproxy.org. Okay, I missed. Okay, it's not okay. So if you want to read about this HTTP proxy, you can read about this. Basically, it's affected in language PHP, Python, and Go. Okay, PHP mostly in Gazelle 4+ HTTP client, and Python having request modules. It's vulnerable, and Go will have a net and HTTP. Okay, and obviously environment will be CGI. Okay, now so if you have, let's say, any application having CGI handler, you can try this vulnerability over there. Okay, now how to find spider any applications? Send this to repeater. In the request body, add this header, proxy header :space http : you can give your NC listener. Okay, NC listener. If vulnerable applications, if the target application will make request to your NC server, then there is a vulnerability. But again, for NC server, you need a public IP, or maybe you can use ngrok. Okay, ngrok. Don't forget this. Okay. If target application will make a request to an NC server, then that there is a vulnerability because your application is behaving like a proxy. That's why it's called HTTP proxy attack. Okay. Now, another is very simple way using curl command, curl space hyphen capital H. You are adding a header into this. In that header, you are trying to add a proxy :space the value again NC server, HTTP NC server. Okay, always start as HTTP. Then you can give the HTTP s:/target.com. So this is a way to find this. This is all about the background concept. In next videos, I will show you the real demonstration on HTTP proxy attack. I hope it's clear. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now we'll have the real demonstration on HTTP proxy attack. So you can say how to steps hunting for HTTP proxy attack. So again, actually there is two methods. So first method. Okay, the first method will be through Bubsuit. You have to spider any application. Okay, you have to spider any applications. Let's say, or pick any CGI interface application. Okay, so I have the Bubsuit. Let me start browser. Okay, done. I have to set proxy over there. So again, preferences, XY, you know the concept. Yes. So right now I have applications. The web application is this one. Okay, 103.12.211.10. This is that simple applications. So let me open this. Okay. So I guess my Bubsuit is on. Let me forward this request. Done. There is a background noise, but okay. I'm recording, so I will not record one more time. Okay, so you just be with me on this section. Okay, so I'm just spider this website. So let's forward. Yeah, right click, send to spider. It's always yes. So right now I spider these applications. Now let me filter. So okay, perfect. Now I just filter this. Okay now okay, now let me pick this and I'll send this to repeater. In the repeater, I will try to add as a proxy header over there. So let me add after anywhere you can add proxy as a header. So proxy : space. Now, if I'm trying to give, let's say, http : hackersera.com. Okay, so you can see now if I'm giving this, I don't know whether application is behaving like a proxy or not. I don't know. Yes, but there is, you can see there is a Gazelle. That means Gazelle is vulnerable. PHP Gazelle is vulnerable. Yes, I already shown you on the HTTP proxy, but there it's a vulnerable. Yes, you can see it's a vulnerable. But right now our goal is to, this should be make the application should able to make request to this hacker server, but I don't have control, for example. Okay, you don't have control on hackerserver.com. So what you do, you can also use Burp collaborator. Let's say 1 second, copy to clipboard. Okay, proxy, and there you can give the domain with HTTP. Okay, perfect. Now let's click on go now and then search in Burp collaborator what's happening over there. So in the Burp collaborator you can see it's made a DNS request. But as I said, always try on NC server. Okay, that will be good for making a demonstration. Okay, what I said, try on NC server. Okay, so let me try. So let me start an NC server first. Okay, so I have a Kali and that have a public IP address, so that's why I'm using that one. Okay, okay, sorry, 1 2 3 4. Okay, I'll simply try to connect with my SSH server. So I have SSH space Vikas at the rate. The public IP I have is 3.12.211.10. Okay, so this is my systems. Okay, done. So okay, now I'll start an NC server over there. So I'll simply use NC space -L space -pin 8787. So I started a server into this 8787 port. Now just as you modify, I'll give over there, let's say 103.12.211.10 : what's the port number I started? It's 8787. Okay, so that's 8787. Okay, click on go. Now you can see you got the request. Proxy connection is alive. That means the application is making request to this server. Yes, to the one. Yes, that means what will the impact? Impact we'll talk about later. So this is a way. This is one way to find this vulnerability, proxy vulnerability, HTTP proxy attack. I hope it's clear to you. Hello friends, welcome back. So let me check it's recording or not. Now we'll talk about a second way to hunt HTTP proxy attack. So through curl command, it will make very easy to find this kind of vulnerability in any CGI like context. Okay, so you can simply, let me start a server NC space -L 5656. This time I'm starting on the 5656. So I'll build a command to test one. So command is already there. It's very easy. You can try this command curl space -H, and yes, if you want to add, H means you are adding header. So this time I'm adding header proxy : space HTTP : /103. That's my server IP address. Okay, so if I check this, let's say, let me start later. Okay, so ifconfig, you can see my IP address is 103.2. okay, this one. So I will use this one over there. Done. The proxy, then I will give the vulnerable server. Okay, so vulnerable server is again this one is the vulnerable, for example. Okay, so let me give this URL, the vulnerable server URL after the header. Okay, and there I have to give the port number of NC server. So let me start the NC space -L space -p, and port number, let's say 5454. Okay, perfect. Now I'm giving 5454. Now if I'm firing this query in my, let's say, Mac OS IP address is different. Okay, so let me show you. This is my Kali cell, and this is the Mac address. Mac address is a different, Mac machine is having different IP address. You can see now. So I'm just trying this one. See, and you can see now you got the request where in, yes. So I hope you understood the concept. Yes, basically the application is vulnerable because application is making request. It's not only you, if you want, let's say, to find internal ports of this application, the vulnerable application. So what you can do, you can try port number from, let's say, like this one. You can try in the proxy, you can give the local host, so 127.0.01. you can give something like this, and if you're giving 87, it's saying connection refuse because 8781 port is not open over there. But if you'll give 80 port over there, it's again saying connection refuse. 80 port is not over. What about 8080? Let's try. So again saying connection request curl with a message called, let's say, connection is refusing. Okay, so this way you scan all the ports of the application. For example, 1. Okay, now let's say, for example, I'm opening a port into my server. Okay, so I'm opening a port -ls space -p 5431 for 5431 for example. Okay, or maybe SSH is already open, so let me try that one, SSH also. Okay, so I'll go to the Bob suite and then I'll try 2020. Okay, they are saying connection refused, but okay, maybe you should look for the content 1347, but for 21 1347, what about 60? Okay, 60 is 98 milliseconds. Okay, so you can focus onto this one, 22 81 milliseconds. Okay, so now if the port is open, you will get milliseconds around 88. Okay, but this is making just a curl request to this IP address and port number. Okay, so yeah, now right now if I'm trying this, let's say on which port number, 5431, so I'll try 5431 now. It's saying the connection failed to connect. Okay, I mean, you can give the target IP address instead of anything. Okay, so if you're trying on, let's say, any website, you can give the IP address there. Okay, and then you may get the internal ports of the application. Okay, because of that one. So I hope it's clear to you. Thank you so much. Then we'll try live website. Okay, so thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about, basically I'll be trying to hunt live on live website. This vulnerability is HTTP proxy vulnerabilities. So basically it's very easy. You know a website, let's say I know the website, this is the website mywifinetworks.com. Okay, so how to test? It's very easy. You can curl space -H, and then in double quote you add a header proxy : and then you need a listener, so that I will talk about later. Then after that you need a URL. Now here you need a :space the NC server. So right now let me check, do I have any? Okay, let me try to connect first with my Linux. Okay, so this is my, I'll start a new IP ls nc space -ls space -p 4343. Okay, this time I'm starting on the port on 4343, and my IP is this one. So I just copied that one. Okay, now okay, so I'll use http : this one : the port number is 4343. If you will get any request, then there is a vulnerability, and the vulnerability HTTP proxy vulnerability. Okay, so this is my Mac. Okay, let me try to fire this query. I just fire this, and I haven't got any request in the server. That means there is no vulnerabilities against HTTP proxy. So there is no vulnerability, okay, related to HTTP proxy. This way you can test really simple vulnerabilities. Don't ignore this vulnerability. You can try this, because why I tried it, because the application was on CGI context. Okay, when I spider this, I got to know they have some pages on CGI. That's why I tried. Okay, so if there is something related with page, let's say you got a page index.cgi, you can try over there. Okay, you got a page fast cgi.cgi, you can try over there. Also there is a tool on this one. Okay, so I'll let you know in the next video. Okay, so through curl I hope you know this, how to find this kind of vulnerability in the applications. I'll let you know in the next video, because I have to find the tool name first, then I'll let you know. Okay, thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about live hunting using a tool. So I have a vulnerable applications. Okay, I got this. So this is the vulnerable applications 3.95.177 and this one. So why I'm telling you this is the vulnerable applications, just wait, because I got a CGI file over there. You can see, so there is a CGI file. That means the vulnerable applications. So again, I told you, you just have to find a CGI files in any applications. Okay, so I got this, and I got the admin.cgi. So I will not try till admin.cgi, just give this URL. Okay, now after that you need a proxy server that we already know. So let me start a server nc space -ls space -p 3212. Okay, so I started 3212. Now simply give 3212. Okay, done. This is the perfect. Now let me try this code in my Mac. So this is my Mac. Okay, command is very simple. Okay, so let me try this one. If I'm trying this one, I don't know whether it's made request or not. It's not made request. So if it's not making a request, you need a tool. Curl we have done, okay, this curl command done. Now we need a tool, it's called htproxy scan, okay. So I just downloaded this tool in my Mac. You can see it's htproxy scan, and they have the common CGI list files, okay. If you check it, common CGI list files, these are the files you have to look in any applications, okay, any .cgi files. So right now, if you want to run this htproxy, you can simply /htproxy.scan. The user sample is this one, /htproxy scan, and then the target domain. So I have the target domain already. Let me copy this one. So this is the target, okay. So I just gave this target. Now after the target, you have to give CGI list. So CGI list, then after the listener IP address, so I already have the listener IP address. It's a 103.12.211.10, and I have the port number is 3212, okay. So colon 3212. Okay, sorry, not colon, 3212. Done. So basically they are fudging request, okay, but okay, I should not give a slash over there because otherwise it will be overwritten over there. So let me try without slash, okay. Now it's perfect. That's sending first request, second request. If you'll get any request over there, then the application is vulnerable. Which application? This application is vulnerable, okay. But I'm not getting any request over there. That means this application is not vulnerable. And then trying all the files, they'll try all the files, cgi/bin/admin.cgi, every file they will try, okay. And if you will get a request, then there is a vulnerability. If you don't get, then there is no vulnerabilities, okay. So you can try this, okay, later. Now right now I know the vulnerable application, so let me try same command. What command? This command on my target. So I have the target. Okay, so I'm removing this. Now I have the target http://103.12.211.10. okay, so this is the vulnerable applications. Let me try this one. If I'm trying this one, you can see what you got. If sending request, and after sending request, check the NC. You can see we got one request. It's vulnerable. So this application is vulnerable, but earlier one was not vulnerable. Same way, if you want to try on any, let's say hackersera.com, you can try on hackersera.com. Let me try. So http://hackersera.com. This time I will change the port number 3213, for example, okay. So this is a way to test this, okay, 3213, and then let's try there. So 3213, and listener is started. Now try this one. If you will get any request over there, then application will be vulnerable. So I'm trying everything. You can see it's not vulnerable, okay. I hope you understood all the concept about htproxy attack. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about Shellshock BAS RC. Shellshock is one of the most popular vulnerability. Shellshock BAS RC is one of the most popular vulnerability. Why? Because BAS is prone to RC in terms of how it process specially crafted environment variables. Most Linux and Unix based systems are vulnerable. Why? Because it comes with BAS. Yes, system are vulnerable since you can say it's since the BAS shell is one of the most common installs on a Linux Unix based systems. Obviously BAS will be there. A lot of programs like SSH, Telnet, and CGI interfaces application, CGI scripts allow BAS to run in background. Yes, to run in background, allowing vulnerabilities allowing vulnerabilities to be exploited remotely over network, which makes it more scary. Obviously, you have heard about some web application reveal environment variable things through CGI. Yes, then there may be this kind of vulnerability. I will let you know later. This is example. So let's say you have the web server and you want to test your bash. For example, you want to test your bash. How you gonna? It's very easy. Use this command. You can simply use this one $env, assign a variables, and in the variable give this a functions ignore this echo vulnerable bin true. Okay. If you will get output vulnerable, then there is a vulnerability. Okay, because simply we are echoing this. So let's try this. Let's try to test my Mac bash. Obviously it will be secure, but I'm just trying this. Okay, so now right now I'm getting output ignore command not found. That means it's secure. Okay, similar way you can try other application. Let's say I'm trying my other systems. Okay, let me try. So not found, so it's also secure. Okay, so this is a way to test your bash, and how to test on a website that we will see later. Okay, thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about Shellshock Bash RCE live demo. So it's very easy. You just have to add header user agent, and in user agent you have to attack same thing like we have seen earlier. Yes, this is a very command. This is very easy. This is a small command to execute a bin bash and give you the output of ID. So right now I'm going to try on, let's say, lab. So I have the lab. So it's a live lab. Okay, so you can also try on this lab 103. This is the lab. Okay, now if I'm spider this, I got a file. It's a victim.cgi file over there. Okay, so this is a simple application hello world. Now I want to try this vulnerability over there. So simply copy the URL and just paste it, this URL over there. Okay, done. Now let's try this simple curl code to execute this command. Okay, so I'm just simply trying in my Mac. You can see we got the output of ID. Yes, if I want to try, let's say, output of etc password, so what I'll do cat/etc, or let's say you want output of uname, so you can give uname. You can see uname is Linux. Now if you want, let's say, cat/etc/passwd, let's try this. So we got the output of passwd etc. Yes, yeah. Okay, if you want output of any other thing, let's say ls, let's try ls. Okay, what are the files over there on the system? So if I'll try, let's say, pwd, so right now I'm in the directory of HTML directory. If you want to check what are the files over there, so you know the concept. Yes, so this is a way to get a shell through Shellshock Bash RC. Let's try on the live side. We'll see this in later. Okay, very easy command. I'll give you this command. Okay, hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about live hunting Shellshock RC. Okay, so let's say I have applications. Okay, I want to test this website. So first you spider this website to find any directory related with CGI-bin. Okay, so let me spider this application. So proxy intercept is on now. Okay, let me first open this application. Okay, so okay, done. Okay, right click, send to spider. Why I'm spidering? Because I want to try on CGI-bin directory. Okay, so let me remove this scope. I got the URL, spider this host. Now I can see there is nowhere CGI-bin directory. Yes, or maybe there will be. So you can use search options. Okay, so filter, then you can search CGI-bin, and then I will give / okay. Now, okay, so somewhere it's saying CGI-bin is there, but I don't know whether it's there or not. Okay, so okay, response CGI. Okay, CGI-bin is there. Okay, so but it's not coming in spider. Okay, let me try with all the other binary files, okay, everything I'm trying, okay. So maybe we'll get something, but there is no, okay, no worry. So you can also turn any other URL. It's not only CGI bin directory, okay. You can turn any, if there's a CGI script, that will be great, okay. But I'm not getting anything related with the CGI bin, okay. Let me put a direct in the scope, okay. So if I'm trying, let's say edit slash CGI bin slash, okay. Let me try this, okay. Right now we haven't got, maybe edit, let's copy this one and first remove everything, then try, okay, then add one more, and there you try with this one, okay. I hope this will be good, okay. Now perfect. So if I'm searching this, I'm not getting anything, okay. So maybe spider is spider completed, but still I haven't got anything related with the CGI bin. So you can use Google Docs also if you want to find something, let's say like this one, for example. See this, now I got, these are the websites having something, but let me try. So I'll try in URL colon CGI bin, and then I'll try this one, okay, the websites, for example. And if there will be some pages on the website, that will be good. Otherwise you can spider, okay, you can try. So you can see I got many pages, okay, in the CGI bin directory, okay. And what if I'll open this one? It's not, it's an, okay, so but we are getting this, no worry. And if anything you will get related with .cgi, that will be good, but if you're not getting, you can still try, okay. So most popular doc is for this one is in URL CGI bin. You can try file type colon sh, okay, that will be good. So yes, and or if you are not trying to get any files, let's try on any other application. Let's say if you are not getting anything on the server, so you can try, these are the files, okay. These are the files, downloads. These are the files in any application, and you can try over there. For example, I'm just trying a random websites, okay, not the website I mentioned over there. Let me try on this random website. If I'm trying this one /admin.cgi, and I got a CGI, yes, CGI bin, and there are no, yeah, there are no .cgi file. So what about this one? Are we getting any file? No, there is no file, okay. Just displaying admin/cgi. Now you can, this way you can try on this, okay. Any other, these are the URLs you can try, dig.anything.cgi, that will be good for you, okay, if you want to try this, okay. So right now I haven't got anything, but we can, for example, I got this one .sh, see this now. So what I will try now, let's try this now, curl command. You can try this, this is the way to try and curl command. So I have the curl command, okay, try this one. And if you get output of id command, then there is a vulnerability. But right now, if you check the output carefully, I don't think so. We got an output command of id, yes. So that means the application is not vulnerable, okay. Now, for example, I got this one, physics.nist.gov.in, okay. So let me try this URL. So command is very simple. After this, simply try this one, okay. Now, curl, copy this one. Let's try this. So paste it over there. If you get output of id command, then there is a vulnerability. Then you can try many other commands, but you can see we haven't got output of id command. That means there is no cells of vulnerabilities, okay. Okay. You can make a script to check all the websites in one shot, okay. That's all up to you, okay. I just gave you the example how to test. For example, this is a website, for example, 103, okay, and you want to test over there. For this is the lab, so there is a file victim.cgi, and you want to test cells of vulnerability over there. Command is very simple, okay. Just give this one. See, you got the output. Then you can know the steps. If I'll do ls over there, I'll get the files maybe. So for example, if I'm doing ls, you can see these are the file over there, index.html, save.cgi, and what's written in this victim.cgi. If you want to see, so you can try, let's say cat space victim.cgi, for example. So it's simple content type text HTML. This is simply content to host cells of vulnerabilities. Yes, that's it. So I hope you understood the concept, yes, of Shellshock RC. If not, we'll have a discussion session over this. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I was trying to show you, I had an idea to try to show you Shellshock scanner, but it didn't work, so I'm not showing you. Now let me try on this website, Shellshock RC on this website through curl command. It's very easy, so we don't need anything, any tool, okay? You can make this simple tool, okay? I think Neeraj will make, and you can distribute, you can take from Neeraj, okay? Neeraj will make a script on this, okay? So let's try this on there. If you get some output of ID, then there is a vulnerability, but I can see there is no output of ID, so it's not vulnerable, yes? So this is a way you can try. I cannot guarantee that there will be 100% vulnerability in CGA directly. No, you have to try, okay? You have to hit a try. If you get output of ID, then there is a vulnerability, okay? So I hope it's clear. Thank you. So basically it's a vulnerable bash in version of bash will is vulnerability till I guess I'll reveal the name, okay? Right now I don't know, have any idea, okay? Shellshock vulnerabilities of works under which works on which version, okay, of the bash, okay? But you can try this later. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about Apache HTTP server byte range DOS attack. Yes, you will get bounty if you will find this vulnerability in any application, because it's application layer DOS attack. So basically, what is this basically? What is Apache HTTP server byte range DOS attack? So obviously, basically it's a vulnerable on 2.2.x, okay? So if you'll find any applications have Apache server 2.2.x, that means any number 2.2.7, 8, 9, 16, whatever, yes, there may be this attack, okay? So what is this? The remote host has Apache HTTP server. Just assume a remote host has Apache HTTP server installed. So basically it's prone to DOS vulnerabilities, okay? I'm not confirming this, it's a prone, okay? Now, so the flaw is caused the way Apache HTTP server handles its request, okay? Handles its request with multiple overlapping range. That's important, okay? Overlapping range, which causes very significant memory and CPU uses, okay? CPU uses on the server. So what will be the impact? Obviously it's a DOS attack, the impact will be successful exploitation, or will let the remote unauthorized, okay, unauthenticated, or you can say unauthenticated attackers to cause a DOS. Sometimes you can say, sometimes system becomes unstable. So how to find this vulnerability? It's very easy. Just capture any request. Steps will be very simple. First, capture any request and add a range header, okay? Range header syntax will be like this one, okay? Now then try to observe the response, okay? Response time. So range header will be something like this: range colon space bytes, and you're giving bytes 0-5051. You can try to increase 5-2, then 5-3, something like this, 5-4, okay? So this is what, and just try to check the response timing. What are the response timing, okay? So I hope the background cuts, or you can also try nmap script to detect this vulnerability. So nmap --- script http1 cv whatever and blah blah any.com, okay? So this is a simple way to detect this vulnerability. I hope it's clear. Thank you. So hello friends, now I'm going to talk about hunting Apache range DOS attack. So how to test? You can test with curl. First check it's based on Apache or not. So website is, so you can give curl space -I and the URL. This will give you the response that it's based on Apache or not. So you can use a very simple command, curl space hyphen capital I and the URL. Now I got an output, the server 2.2.17 is there, and I have already told you it's a vulnerability till 2.2.x. So that means this website may be vulnerable, but I don't know it's vulnerable or not. So what I will do, I will capture this request. So first let's open this website, then intercept is on, you capture any request. So I'm capturing the root request. Okay, right click, send this to repeater. Let's go to the repeater. Now we'll try range over there. So for example, after accept, yeah, let's try after accept, I'll try to add a range. So range header, range colon space bytes. Syntax is very simple. If you look at the syntax is bytes. Okay, something like this one. Okay, so let's copy this one. Okay, now, okay, very simple. Yes, now if I'm trying go, you can see you're getting the response, no problem. Okay, 5.5, no problem. Yeah, let's try 5, no problem. Yes, what about 5? You can see 529 milliseconds came. Yes, now let's try 5.6. Now this way try to increase this block. Okay, this is the block size. So now what I will do now, I already have the notepad. I'll say range. Maybe I just saved this Apache range header.txt. Okay, so you can see I already made a range. Okay, range list. I'll share this notepad with you later on. Okay, so these are the range I made. Okay, till 1299. Okay, so let's copy this one and I'll try to there. Okay, let's do this. Done. Now if I'm trying this one, you can see it's taking too much time. Yes, that means there is Apache range DOS attack vulnerabilities. Okay, that's it. This is a way to find this vulnerability. If I remove the block, let me show you. Okay, how many blocks it's working. Let's try 359 till 359. Okay, cancel, then click on go. Till 359 again it's not coming. Okay, so I'm behaving unresponsive now. Yes, let's try now till 194. Let's click on go. 194 again, not couldn't able to handle. What about 103 till 103? Let's click on go. Yes, till 103, see it's coming perfectly. But let me do command Z. Okay, let me try to increase this. Done. And if I'm trying till, let's say 400, let's click on go. Till 400. Okay, sorry, the steps is wrong. Okay, till 405. Let's click on go. Okay, it's coming now, not an issue. Okay, perfect. Let's sorry, the range, the problem. Okay, that's why I click on go. See, it's unresponsive. If I'll try till 70, it will definitely work, because of the right now what I'm doing right now, I'm overlapping the range. Okay, and if I'm overlapping high range, then it's a vulnerable. Yes, it's behaving unresponsive. You can see if till 70, the millisecond is 661. Okay, now okay, if you try this till 1299, it may take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yes, so this is a DOS attack. This is called Apache range HTTP server byte range DOS attack. I hope you understood this vulnerability. Yes, so thank you. This is a way to find this kind of vulnerability in any website. Okay. Hello friends, now I'm going to talk about exploitation of Apache range DOS attack. So there is a tool called Apache Killer. It's based for this vulnerability. Okay, they will do same thing. It's a range. Okay, so that you can use to exploit this. Again, it's a DOS attack. If you want to make it DDoS, you can try to launch same attack from multiple devices. Okay, so I already have the Apache DOS attack. Let me check which in directory. Okay, cd downloads, I think cd kill. Okay, kill Apache Apache. Yes, so these are the files over there. I'll simply try to run this python space kill apache.py, and they are expecting some kind of user agent, -u for the URL. So -u for the URL, I already know the URL. Yes, so what's the URL? Okay, so let me copy from the pub suite, right click, copy. See this operation timeout because of the maximum size block. Yes, so that you can try with this one, this URL, and they will, yes, see this, they will try same attack because it's Apache range header .cd. Yes, so I hope it's clear to you. Yes, thank you so much. This we can try on any website. Okay, just try to find the HTTP server version. Okay, if it's 2.2.x, you can try this attack. Thank you so much. Hello. So now I'm going to talk about webmin unauthorized RC. So it's a very popular vulnerability. Why? Because this vulnerability is found in 2019. Okay, and if it affect all the version of webmin server. Okay, so webmin all the version. I'm saying all the version. That means all the version. Okay, webmin. But there is a trick. Webmin unauthenticated RC. If I give you server, still you won't be able to find. I am 100% sure. Okay, but I'll show you manually how to hunt this webmin on authenticated RC. So let's talk about what is webmin. So webmin is a web-based system configuration tool for Unix Linux systems. Okay, now the vulnerability exists in the password reset page, which allows authenticated users to execute arbitrary commands, okay, through a single post request. Last line is very important, post request. Okay, now it's saying password reset page. So basically, first find a webmin server. Generally, webmin server will be on 10,000 ports. Okay, so if you simply scan the ports, if you're getting 10,000, there may be webmin server. And you find any version of webmin server, simply go to, let's say, any.com. Port number will be 10,000. After 10,000, simply go to this page. Password reset. Sorry, password underscore change. Okay, change.cgi. So right now, if I'm going to the password reset CGI, see what's happening. Okay, so this is the, yes, let's say I'm going password underscore change dot CGI. What they are saying? They are saying webmin has detected the program. Okay, now tell me what you gonna do, because you cannot log in as a root because we don't know the password. If you don't know the password, we cannot change this. Now how to hack this? You cannot do anything there. There is one trick. The trick I will reveal in next video. I hope you learn the background concept. You just have to find this kind of URL, and then what we'll see in next video. Okay, I hope it's clear. Thank you so much. So let's have a demonstration on webmin unauthenticated RC. It's very easy, very easy. So let's first capture this request. So intercept is on now. I'm going to capture this request, and what I said, it's supposed to be post request. Okay, so send this to repeater. I'm going in repeater. Let me change this request to post request. Change request method post. If I'm changing the request, still I'm getting same error. The error is, you can see, security warning. Now what are you gonna do? So what I had done, I made a request body. Okay, and how I made, don't ask me. Okay, you just copy this request body. So I'm simply copy this sample request body and replacing there. Now I know the domain name. The domain name is, right now I want to penetrate this application, for example, this app one. So I'll just copy this IP address, for example. Okay, no worry. Okay, this is my IP address. So let me simply paste over there. Now, and in the referrer also make some changes. Okay, now in the post body there is a user, there is a spam, and there is expired, there is 2, and there is old test, and there I gave cat/etc/password. Okay, you can change according to your command. Okay, let's simply click on the go. Now you can see nothing. Let's render. We got the etc password. Yes, content. Instead of this etc content, you can also try, let's say, ID. If I'm trying ID, maybe, I don't know. Yes, see this, you got the root user, man, root user of my system. This is my system. Okay, if you talk about cat/etc/shadow, okay, I'll simply remove this. This is my server. Okay, you can see you are getting hashes of my root. Okay, so you know, oh, it's very critical. Okay, let's try on the live website. So I don't have live website right now. On this, what I've done, I simply search this port 10,000 mini serve 1.9. You can give anything, it will work. Okay, simply I'm giving the, let's say, version number. Okay, let's try on the latest one. Okay, so I'm searching on a Sodan to get some targets. Okay, so I got the target. These are the targets. You can see this is the 1.3.0. It's the latest one. So this is the IP address. Let me see. If you open this IP address colon 10,000. Okay, you can see. Hope for best. Maybe it will open. Just wait. Okay, let's copy this and open this in there. Okay, if it's taking time, let's open another one. Okay, not an issue. So I'm opening this one. Okay, so you can see this is redirected to this one. Okay, no worry. So this is a webmin. Okay, now if I'm directly going to the, let's say, password change.cgi, okay, there is a warning now. If there is a warning now, you know the concept. Yes. Now this time you simply copy this one and let's paste into there. Yes. Okay, done. And it's same thing we have to do in the referrer. Yes, let's try this. Let's click on the go. Okay, see this now. What I say is you can try any websites. Latest one is 1.9.30. Okay, and it's vulnerable everywhere. So we just tried live. Yes, done. See this? So I hope you understood the concept. Yes, and I'll give you this this one. Now it's not only this one. Okay, you can try any server. Let's pick this one. Okay, this is China Telecom. Yes, you can try this one. Okay, so I'll just simply copy this first because I have to open this first because I don't know the websites or something. Yes, so let's first try this one colon 10,000 and just try. You can find the website. Okay, what are the websites associated with this IP address? Okay, you know the concept. Simply do reverse IP lookup. Thank you so much. So okay, I guess okay. So I'm just showing you. Okay, I have many targets, I guess. So let me show you. Okay, so this is one. This one is one target. Okay, let me simply try. So I have the IP address of this one. This is not my IP address. Yes, this is not my server. So I'm simply replacing this there. Okay, and there too. Okay, let's click on go now. Simply see this. We are getting the root users now. Instead of this ID, you can do PWD. You will get the any server of webmin. You can hack this. But this is very important, and I will send you this. Okay, thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about app web authentication bypass vulnerability. So basically how you're gonna bypass authentications in a thing but especially crafted HTTP request. You cannot find this vulnerability in normal HTTP request. Okay, so it will be especially crafted HTTP request with a valid username and without password, and without password may bypass authentication. Yeah, that's true. Authentication in some circumstances, it's not always you will find this kind of vulnerability. Okay, you can try this. If there will be either digest authentications, or basically you can bypass digest authentication or waveform authentication. How you can bypass digest and waveform authentication? In the request body, if you find something like this authorization parameter, okay, and if there is some user information, and if you are giving a valid username, let's say you are giving a valid username, let's say admin, then you may able to bypass the authentication. Okay, and waveform authentication just simply accept input without password, but a valid username. Okay, you may bypass the authentication. It's not always true. Okay, so maybe it will work, maybe not so Okay. Sorry, username. Okay. So basically, you can only bypass digest authentication and waveform authentication using the app waveform. If any application is using digest and waveform authentication of app wave, then you can bypass the authentication. Okay. Exploit of this vulnerability typically require a scripted attack. Okay. Normal requests are not vulnerable. So I hope it's clear to you. Though you just have to find application is based on app wave. Okay, and authentication bypass vulnerability. So you can simply search on Google, Sodan. Let's say I'm searching on Sodan to find which are the application is based on app wave. So I'm just showing you. Okay, there are many targets. Okay, so I'm just searching app wave. App wave is nothing but it's a web management tool. Okay, so you can see there are 1,44,000 publicly, but you can see there will be many applications again. App wave. So if you're getting something in response from letter with app web, that means the application is based on app web, and then you can try the attack over there. I hope it's clear to you. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about live demo for authentication bypassing for app web. Okay, so for sample, this is the demo. Okay, website. Let me simply open this, the Firefox. Okay, so you can see now when I'm opening this one, they are asking for, let me proxy intercept is off. Okay, is directly asking for, this is digest authentication. This is called digest authentication, and they require username password. If I'm trying, let's say user, and the user, you can see authorization failed. So according to the rules, or according to the background concept, what I said to you, try the password. You can say authentication bypass with null password. So I'm just giving the username, a valid username, that's the admin, and I'm not giving anything in the password. Let me try click on the OK. Again, it's failed. So I already told you, exploit of this vulnerability typically required a scripted attack. Normal browser requests are not vulnerable. So I will capture this request. So intercept is on now. I'm capturing the request with, let's say, user, password I'm not giving anything. Okay. So I just capture this request. I'll right click, send this to repeater. So if you forward this request, what's happening right now? 401 unauthorized. No problem. Now I can see there is an authorization and there is a digest username, and the user is given. What if I'll give the real username, let's say admin user? Let's click on go. Again, nothing happening. Now what I will do, I'll remove, let's say I'll give XYZ or whatever. I will remove every part of this one. Okay. So till complete, I will remove that. I'll just give a username over there, nothing else. Now let's try. Nothing happening. What about now? I will give a valid username, let's say admin. Let's click on go. You can see now we successfully bypassed. Yes, and it's generated one session. Yes, set cookie. You can see. So there is a vulnerability. It's called authentication bypass vulnerability. Now you can see you logged in successfully to the app web. So this is a way. This is a way to test this vulnerability. If there is a form also, you can also submit the form with a valid username, but do not give any password. That's it. So this is all about the app web. In the next video, we'll see the live one. Okay. Thank you so much. Hello friends. So we have seen the demonstrations for authentication bypass vulnerability for app web. Now we'll see a live hunting for this vulnerability. So I have few targets. Okay. So this time my target is on this IP address, for example. Okay. So let me open this application. This is live. Okay. This is not my. Okay. So first I will open this. Okay. So just open now. They're again asking for the username and the password. Okay, DCS, it's a Vodafone. Okay, so let me capture this request. So proxy intercept is on now. Okay, I'll capture a sample. It's a user. Okay, so I just capture this request and somewhere it's coming. Okay, it's coming as encoded. Okay, now I'll right click, send this to repeater. In the repeater, this is a base64 encoding of the user. Okay, I guess so. Let me try. Right click, convert selections, base64 decode. Okay, it's a user colon. Okay, now unauthorized. Okay, now what if I'll give there, let's say admin unauthorized. Now I'll encrypt this admin with base64, for example. Okay, so I'm encrypted this admin with convert selections base64 encode. Okay, let's click on go. Nothing. Okay, now let me convert base64 decode decode. Now admin : admin. Let me try this one. Okay, it's not working, so let me come on set b sorry, let me encode this completely. So convert selection base64 encode. Okay, not work. So yeah, it's not possible everywhere. Okay, so then maybe you can bypass or maybe not. Okay, so it's up to you. You have to try this. So you can try, these are the targets. Okay, I'll show you just demonstration and how to look for on the real world. Okay, so you can try these many targets, and if you bypass, you can search which website, who is, just simply do who is an IP address, and you can report it. Okay, it's the same way. Just capture the request. Let me show you one more time. Okay, just capture the request. Sorry. So okay. So just capture the request. If you're going, just capture with the request with admin, for example, and let's say it is on now. Let's capture this request. So I just capture this request. Now you can also remove everything. Okay, then the request body is itself. Okay, so let's remove everything. Let's forward. Maybe you will be logged in, or maybe not. So you can see you haven't logged in there, but you can try in a repeater. Okay, in the repeater, if you'll try, you may logged in. So see, click on the go. I'm logged in because of the username. Okay, if I'll give a false username, let's say, or see, it's unauthorized. So this is a way you can try this in any website. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about Nginx range filter setting overflow vulnerability. Again, the steps will be: first, find any Nginx server. Any web application residing in Nginx server may be vulnerable by this vulnerability. So let's talk about the background concept first. When using Nginx standard module, an attacker can obtain the header information of the cache files in the response by sending a header request containing the malicious construct range field. In some configuration, the cache file header may contain the IP address or other sensitivity of the backend server, resulting in information leakage. Basically, this vulnerability affects all the default configuration model in Nginx server. So an attacker can send malicious request for remote attack to cause information leakage. Basically, attacker will make a crafted request to, let's say, a malicious request to server to get information leakage vulnerability. When the Nginx server uses a proxy cache, when Nginx server uses proxy cache, the attacker can use the vulnerability to get the real IP or other sensitive information. So first goal should be, again, the server should be on Nginx. Okay. Now, so how to find, Nginx server? You can use web applier, yes, to find the server is based on Nginx or not. So I found these are the servers. So let me simply open this first in the Chrome. Okay. So done. Now while opening this, joy low wellness disease category blah blah blah. If I'm clicking the webalizer, you can see it's an Nginx server, so it may be vulnerable. How to find this vulnerability, that we'll see later. Okay, the first criteria is matching. What about this one? Okay, new tab, done. It's a PHP application, but it's hosting on Nginx. It's also vulnerable. It may be vulnerable, yes. What about this one? Let's try this one. Okay. It's also based on Nginx, but version is not there. No worry. Okay, it may be vulnerable. So we'll see this, how to find vulnerability into this later. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about how to hunt for Nginx range filter vulnerability. It's very easy. So you need two scripts. One script is you can say detections, that will detect it's on Nginx as well as the accepting crafted request or not. Second will be to exploit. Okay, exploit code is already you will find on GitHub as well as I'll share you. Okay, so detections, the tool is file is basically, it's the code one is this one, x1 xyz.py. Very easy. See this now. Remote integer overflow vulnerability, CV. This one you can also search on Google to get more details about this one. Okay, so basically we are trying to send request. Okay, and we are sending malicious request and we are trying to dump some memory, and memory may reveal some information leakage. So it's very easy. Python, you can simply run xyz.py. They're expecting the URL, so you can give a URL. So right now, let's say I'm going to test on my lab. So it's 103.12.211.8080. So I just simply set up Nginx. You can see now. If I'm opening, let's say directly, okay, it's the Nginx version is, let me check. So I'll give what web space this one. Yeah, let me check. Okay, it's not working, not an issue. So curl space -I, this one. Okay, so you can see Nginx is 1.13.2. okay, now let's try. So Python space xyz.py and the URL. Let's see. So you can see they first tried to make the connections. We got the response, and they tried to send a crafted request, and again you got the response, and it's vulnerable to CV. Now, if you want to dump the you can say by sending a malicious request, you want to dump cache files header, yes, and that may contain some sensitive information. So for that you need a tool called it's very easy, this one. Okay, so basically again Python code, URL, there's something URL, now user agent, and then basically we are giving request and headers dot contain, and we're trying to dump headers informations. Okay, memory information. Let's try this now. So Python space, let's say fg.py and then URL. Okay, let's enter. You can see now if I'm doing the same thing in the repeater, I'm getting only this content, header informations, after header the data information, yes, and there's nothing important. Now if you check the response over there, see what you are getting. You are getting information like content type, text/html. You got content range from this one, and you got, this is the important, see, you got the key, actual IP address, yes. So it's a reverse proxy 8081, and that you got information. Okay, 200 Nginx, everything, now everything, but you got some header information that's very sensitive. It's revealing their internal IP address, yes. So that's I already told you in the background, cache file header may contain the IP address or other sensitive information of the backend server, resulting in information leakage. So this is a way to find this kind of vulnerability. Now I'll not make into new videos. Okay, I'll do this in same thing. Let's try a few URLs also. You can say live hunting. Okay, so I have the few URLs also to test. Let's test that. Okay, so the URL is this one, for example, and I want to test the vulnerability same over there. So again, first I'll check and it's based on Nginx or not. So it's based on Nginx. Now I'll use Python space xyz.qi to detect one, so vulnerable or not. You can see it's vulnerable. Now if it's vulnerable, we may get sensitive information. So now Python space fgfg and enter. So I'm trying this. There was no sensitive information, so you don't report. Then if there is nothing sensitive, then don't report. Why we are not getting anything sensitive? Because if I open this website, there's nothing. That's why you are not getting anything information. I hope it's clear to you. Yes, this is a way to find this vulnerability Nginx range filter, integer overflow. Okay, vulnerabilities. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about ADAP Cold Fusion vulnerabilities. Yes, ADAP Cold Fusion is a dynamic web server product. Okay, web server product made by, obviously it's a ADAP. Yes, product from ADAP. Okay, now basically ADAP Cold Fusion running CFML. CFML is a programming language. Okay, I hope you know the full form of CFML. It's nothing but Cold Fusion markup language. Okay, for web applications. So we'll try to find vulnerabilities in this. So for your goal should be to identify the website is based on ADAP Cold Fusion or not. If it's based on, there may be vulnerabilities. Okay, so the one way is to identify is this spider any website. Okay, so for example, let's say this is the website. If you spider this, you may get something like this in, let's say, CFIDE directory. Okay, CFIDE directory. So open any CFIDE directory. Now that means it's based on Cold Fusion. Okay, so if you open this one, you won't get anything, but you can see there's nothing. But the application may serve something, and you have to go to the CFIDE directory in real world. Okay? So it's up to you. You can traverse. For example, let me show you this website. This is the website. Okay, these are the websites based on Cold Fusion. Let me open this website first. So now open this. See, I'm not getting anything, but I got these are the files over there. If you open index.cfi, status is okay, and if you get to see, it's based on ADAP Cold Fusion. So this way you can identify the web application is based on ADAP Cold Fusion or not. If it's based on ADAP Cold Fusion and the programming language is CFML, then there may be vulnerability. And what we'll discuss next slide, next video. Okay, thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So the first vulnerability we'll see in ADAP Cold Fusion is file read vulnerability. So simply spider any application. Okay, spider any applications. Get this directory CFIDE. Okay, which directory? You go to this directory CFIDE directory. Then you go to administrator, and there may be a file enter.cfm. Okay, enter.cfm. It's a Cold Fusion markup language, so everything will be in .cfm. Then there will be a parameter, local parameter, and that parameter is vulnerable, and you can try that. So basically, locally, this is the current structures for this Cold Fusion. Okay, ADAP Cold Fusion. Now let me try this. So first we'll try on the lab. So let's say this is the lab, and there is administrator. Let me simply go to the administrator. Okay. Now I'm not able to see any file over there. Let me spider this. If I'm correct, I will spider this website. Let's say spider this. Right click, send to spider. Yeah, always yes. Intercept is off now. Target. Let me show one in the scope item. Done. Okay, it's showing clear text password submission. Yes, it's based on HTTP. Okay, now we can see we spider that. Okay, now there's the enter.cfm. Right click, send this to repeater. Okay, let's click on the go. It's saying okay, authorizations, admin, perfect. Now I'll try to add a parameter, local parameter. Okay, local equal to, if I'm giving en for English, it's coming. Okay, not an issue. Now what about I will traverse this one. Okay, let me traverse this dot dot slash etc slash password. My goal is to get this etc pass wd. But again, what you gonna do with en? So you can use %00 a null byte injection over there. Let me try. Okay, not coming. Let's traverse now. Keep traversing. Okay, perfect. Keep traversing. You can also use tool LFI over there. It's just a file read. Okay, you won't get anything. It's just a file read vulnerability. Okay. Okay, keep trying. Okay, nothing is coming. What about okay, maybe okay, there was data also. So I may give something like this. Let's say root. Let's try to give root over there. If anything will come, I'll get. Okay, so let me traverse now. Now see, I got somewhere. See, now we got the root. Yes. So this is a way to read the file. Okay, if in CFM. Okay, sorry, Cold Fusion. So let me try this on live website. So I have the application. Let's say I already copied. These are the application you can try. Okay. So okay. The first step will be to spider this website. Okay. So let's spider. Let's capture this request. So proxy intercept is on now. You already have the index file. That's great. But in other websites you may not have this. Okay. So in that case you have to spider that one. Okay. So right now a spider. Now I have to go to the administrator directory. Okay, so let me remove this one now from a spider. Right click, remove. So already remove. Okay, now. Okay. We got many parameters over there. Let me try to fetch manually. Okay, so I'm going in CFIDE. Okay, then there may be administrator. Okay, and I can see there is somewhere enter.cfm. Okay, perfect. Now let me capture this directly. Okay, so I'll capture this one. Proxy intercept is on. Let me simply reload this. I'm just simply capturing this. So right click, send this to repeater. In the repeater, I have to add a parameter called locale. So question mark locale equal to en. Let's click on go. It's coming perfectly. Let me give the root over there. Nothing is coming. Now I'll try to traverse now. So my goal is to get this file pass wd. So I'll use %00 after that. Okay, let me try. Nothing. So bad request. Your browser sent a request that server couldn't understand. Yes. So what about I'll remove this en. Let's try this one. Nothing. Okay. So the problem is addressing method not implemented. Okay, not an issue. Let's start. So after pass wd, my goal is to %00 en. Let me traverse now. Keep traversing. So I'll use dot nothing slash. Okay, dot slash. Okay. 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 Okay, so maybe we have given dot slash. That's why the browser is not able to understand this one. Okay, so what I will do now right now, instead of this dot slash, what if okay, let me simply give en. So if I'm giving en, okay, perfect. But whenever I'm giving dot something, it's they are. If I'm giving dot something, they are not accepting this input. Okay, they're expecting. Now, what about etc? Accepting. What about slash? Okay, so whenever I'm giving slash etc, it's not accepting. Okay, so let me try to encode this one. Convert selections URL encode. Let me try this one. URL encode key characters. Okay, sorry. URL encode. So what about this one now? Let me try to encode this one. Convert selections URL encode all characters. Let me try this one. They're not accepting that one. Okay, again. Okay. Mm, dot dot slash etc slash pass wd. So let me try to bypass this. If this will be not bypass, then one label is there, but you cannot read the file then. Okay. So convert selections URL encode Unicode. What about the Unicode? Nothing. Okay. Convert selections URL encode key characters now. All characters. Okay. So slash etc slash pass wd. Now in this one, let me just change the code. %2f. Now not supported. Okay. What about percent 5? Sorry, percent percent 5c, percent 5c they are accepting. Okay. So now if I'm trying here, let's say dot dot. Okay, fine. Yes, fine. Okay. So dot dot slash again. Perfect. Dot dot slash dot dot slash slash here let me use %00 en. Okay. Okay, so now %00 they are not accepting, so remove this one. Okay, we keep trying this, try this one, nothing. Okay. 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 So okay, %00. After pass downloaded, nothing is coming. They're not accepting this input. Okay, that's why. So this is a way you can try in any website. Okay, so let me try second website. You can try second website, third website. So you may get if you will able to read vulnerability, then there is a vulnerability. Otherwise, okay, there is no vulnerability. You can simply also try this file inclusion. Okay, sorry, tool. Okay, so that you can also try over there. Or it's not only that you can only look for the it's not only you try to read this file. Okay, you can try to read another file also. For example, let's say this is the application. It's not only read etc slash password. Sometimes they will block this. So in that case, what you do, you try to read a library file. Okay, in the library lib slash you can give password dot properties. Okay, properties. So if I'm clicking on the go, nothing is coming. Let me search password. Okay, password, nothing. Okay, it's not coming. What about password properties? And then I'll give, let's say percent %00en. Okay, for this one, let me try to get one. Now I got many password. Okay, are we getting any kind of password? No, we are not getting any kind of password. Basically, Cold Fusion password will be in this directory. Okay, that's why I'm trying to get this password. So let me try now one by one. Okay, so now, okay, so it's a lib directory, library directory. Okay, so let's say dot dot slash first. Okay, 6 matches. So we already know the 6 matches. Okay, so okay, 6 matches again 6 matches again again. Okay, now something is coming. See the 15 matches. Now you can see we got the RDS password and it's encrypted. Then you can decrypt this password. So I hope you understood the concept. Yes. So I hope you understood the concept. Yes. There is a vulnerability. Yes. RDS password equal to and password you are getting, and it's encrypted. So vulnerability is read file vulnerability, not to inject something. Okay. So I hope it's hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about Docker API unauthorized RC. Let me check its recording. Yes. So before going to the Docker API, Docker is an open source platform for developers and system admins to build. So basically, right now I'm talking about the Docker. I hope you know Docker. If you don't know, then don't jump to this Docker API unauthorized access. Okay. So why people are using Docker? Because Docker use developers and system admins uses to build, ship, and run distributed system. Okay. Distributed applications. Let me check. There is a word wrap. Okay, fine. Applications. The Docker daemon. Let's talk about the Docker daemon. Okay, the Docker daemon and Docker provides an API service. An API service used for remote control of the Docker service. Okay, of the Docker service. The default daemon listen on Unix, where basically it will listen on where run, and then there will be docker.stock file. Okay. Now, and when bound to a public interface, let's say web application interface to communicate this Docker services can be used by attackers. To compromise can be used. Now by attacker to compromise this, to compromise the container system due to lack of default authentications. People misconfigure this. Okay, people forgot to add authentications over there. Okay, and that is the vulnerability. Some people also call it Docker API publicly accessible something. Okay, so it's up to you. What are you? Now, what's the background? Let's talk about the background concept about this first. Okay, the first host is running. Let's say Docker. Yes, host is running Docker. Yes, Docker daemon, and Docker daemon is bound. Docker daemon bound to the external interface. Yes, external interface with no access control or authentication. Then there is a vulnerability. Okay, but it's fine. Yes. Second situation may be something like this one. Attacker uses Docker API functions to enumerate, manage, and control the container service. The attacker may be able to control existing deployed container or create another one. Okay. Third point is Docker API, these are the background concept about this vulnerability. Docker API provides JSON response, okay, response containing output of command issued, okay. Whatever your command you are issuing, the command output you will get in JSON response. So these are all about the background concept about Docker API as well, Docker containers, etc. etc. In the next video, we'll see how to find this kind of vulnerability in any application. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So now we'll be talking about enum for Docker API service. The target applications, target servers are using Docker or not, Docker services or not. So for that, you can use a command. You can say, let's say nmap IP address. Mostly Docker API services run on 23754 port as well as 2376. Okay, it's up to you. If you find anything related to this, then there may be Docker services. Okay, so let's try this now. Let me simply try nmap space on this target right now. I'm trying on this target 103.12.211.10. This is my target. So if I'm trying on this, you can see they're only telling me that 22 ports are open. Basically, I want all the ports, not only top 1000 ports. So what I'll do, I'll try to scan all the ports. So nmap space -p space dash, and then you can use -a also for all the ports. But let me remove the -a, okay? And then I'll give 103.12.211.10. You can give this one, okay? And this may tell you, see, you can see Docker services are running. If you want the version details, you have to version recognize. So you can also add, let's say -s capital T. This may give you the version of Docker services, okay? As well as if you got to know the 2375 port is open, simply try to browse this one, okay? Or so I'll try, let's say right now http://103.12.211.10 it's 2375, so 2375. You can simply browse this. So let's browse this now. Metasploit module is also this for exploit. Okay, you can try this later. You know how to use Metasploit. Okay, I will not tell you how to use. You can see we got a JSON response and there's the message page not from whatever. But that means I got to know it's running, that the Docker services are running on the target. Okay, now, okay, and right now I'm detecting the version of the Docker services. You can also try to detect the version like this one. Version. Okay, this may give you the version information. So simply browse this one. Again, if you try on the web page, may give you the JSON response. You can see we got name, components, name, engine version 18.03, whatever. Yes, this is the version of Docker services, Docker API services. Yes, whatever operating system Linux, this one. Now, so we got all the services over there. It's running Docker services. Now, next step will be whether it's publicly accessible. Right now, I don't know. Yes, if you talk about the, let's say, container/JSON message is not found. Yes, so right now you don't know whether you are able to access publicly or not. So in next video I'll tell you that how to gain access of the Docker API services. Okay, so you can see it's segmentation fault because of the -sve. So maybe you can try just remove this -p, or you can try -2375. It may give you maybe like this one. Yes. So I'm directly targeting 2375 to get the Docker version details. If you not get, then just try /version. Okay. Now, so I hope it's clear to you that how to find Docker services, whether the target have Docker services or not. In next video, I'll try to teach you how to hunt, how to gain access, of the Docker API that I told you. It's a vulnerability Docker API unauthorized RC. So that will teach you next. Thank you. Hello friends. So I hope you're doing hunting now. Now we'll be talking about Docker API unauthorized RC on lab. So my lab is right now this one, 103.12.211.10, and sorry, excuse me. Sorry, I cannot pause this because I started this recording, so I cannot pause. I hope you will not mind. Okay. So first step will be, I want to gather information about this, that whether I can access the Docker services or not, and I want to gather all the information about the Docker. So the target is this 12375. Command is very simple to get this: Docker space -H, and then you can give IP:/port. So this is the IP and this is the port number. Let's try this one. Okay. port. After that, you give info command. This will give you the information about your Docker. So let's try this one. If I'm trying this one now, there. Okay, you can see you also got the information last command that I told you about nmap. Yes. Now let's try this. So you can see you got all the information about Docker, what are the versions, debug mode is false. Okay. If okay, server container 0, running 0, pause 0, stop 0, image 0, server version this one. You got every information. Total memory is 1.95 GB. Yes. So RAM of this one. Yes. Docker root directory is where live Docker. It's running whatever. Yes. You got all the information about. Now you want to list all the running container. Okay. Running container. So according to this information, I got to know there is no running container. But what is the command? Command is very simple. Docker space hyphen capital H, then 103.12.211.10:2375. After that, you simply give PS. Okay. This will give you the running Docker container information. So if I'm trying this now, you can see there is no information about the container. It's just a blank. If I'm simply see, there is no containers. Okay. Now, so this is okay. This is about this one. Okay. Now, the next will be list all the containers, stopped containers. Okay. All the stopped containers, not running, stopped containers. So how to list is very easy again. Docker space hyphen capital H and then 103.12.211.10:2375 PS space hyphen A. This will give you the list of containers that is stopped running. Okay. Let me try this. So there is no, we already got the information, there is no containers. Now you want to execute the, you try to access the Docker containers. Right now we haven't got any containers, so we cannot access this one. Okay. So let's try a different target right now. Okay. So in the next video I'll show you the live. Okay. This is live, so let it. Okay. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about Docker API and authorized RC on live. So this is the live target. Okay. I have 39.100.131.202. If you'll simply check which organization this one, so you can simply search who.is. Okay, then simply get this domain over there. You may get the information about this address belong to which organizations. It's belong to, okay, this one. Yeah. Okay, so you are not getting information about it. Okay, let it. Okay. Now, so we have this target right now. So first will be, I want to gather information about the container. So command is very simple. You know the command. I'm just replacing the IP address, the info. Now copy this command. Let's try this. So I got the information about the containers. There are 4 containers, running 2 and stop 2. Yes. Let's say I want to go to the running containers. What are the list of running containers? So again, the command is very simple. Yes. Just replace the target. Okay. This is the target. Okay, done. Sorry. Okay, let's type it. So just simply give PS. Okay, PS will give you the running containers. So you can see running containers, and I got the container name. The first container is Awesome Carson and show dog. If you want to check the stop container, PS space hyphen A. This will give you the stop containers. They are just Jenkins, Peaceful, whatever, BGBox, whatever. Now, so I want, let's say, running container. These are the running containers. I want to go into any of the running containers. So I want to access any of the running containers. So the command is very simple. The command is this one. If you want to access the running containers, Docker space hyphen capital H IP address. So right now it's not 103. So the IP address is this one and port number is 2375. Okay, done. Post and port. After that you give exec. You want to execute some commands, exec, then hyphen IT to select the container name. So collect container name. Right now, let's say I have a Awesome Carson, for example. Okay, so I'll use this one. Then after that you want to execute what command over there. So I'm going to let's say bin slash pass. Okay, let's try this one. Copy this. Done. See, you got the root @IP. Why we got this is the container ID, so that's why we got this one. Yes. Now if you check the ID, you can see this other ls. Oh, we got all this cat / etc / PASSWD. Okay. So I have you know the concept. Yes. So this is one way. Let's try to execute this. Let's try some other target, same method. Okay. So I have a different target now. So this is the target. This is the website linode.com. It's one of the big cloud service provider. Okay, so what I will do right now, check first it's a vulnerable or not. So Nmap space this one. Maybe it takes time, so I'm directly using. Okay, so I'll be directly using this one and then colon 2375. Okay, if I'll get any response, that means there's a JSON response, that means it is a Docker services. Yes, now I'll try to, okay, there are many ports. Yeah, big board. Yeah, so okay, now I'll try to gather information about if you want to talk about the version, so you can simply use 237 then 2375 then slash version. Okay, so you can simply use slash version. This will give you the version details about this Docker. Okay. See, you can the version details. Okay, now if you want to, let's say, check it's are you able to access information or not? Okay, so -h and the IP address you can simply give. So IP address, for IP address you can simply ping a space this domain name. Yes, so you got the IP address. This is the IP address. Yes, that's perfect. Now you can use Docker space -H and then IP then colon port number 2375. Yes, enter. Okay, the problem is I haven't given any command after that, so I'll give info because I want to. So debug mode is false. Server, you are getting error reading remote information. So there may be some authentications. You are not able to read this. So this is secure. This is a way you can try in any applications. Okay. Right now let's try on a different application. Let's say this one. 47. So again, you can simply try this directly. I'm trying version. Okay, because you know the concept. So I'm like, see, we got the information about the versions. Yes, now the Docker services are over there. So the command is Docker space -h, this one, then port 2375. After that, info. We may get information. So we got the information of how many containers are over there. So there are only 2 containers and all are live. So this is great thing. Okay, so now Docker -H and then okay, the command is same. So I want the list of running. So I'll give ps command. So you got the, if you check the name is I'll copy paste in the notepad. Okay, so the name, these are the 2 names I'm just listing you. So let me copy this one. So I just copied that one. Now I want to go to execute and I want to go to this container and execute some command. Okay, so I'll use Docker space -H then exec then -it then container name. So I copy, then after that /bin/pass I want to execute over there. Let's check it. Yeah, you got that. Now ID, you know the concept. ls, you got the everything now. cat/etc/pass wd. Yeah, that's it. So this is a way you can try this vulnerability. Thank you so much. I hope you understood. You can note it down. These are the targets. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about PostgreSQL authenticated RC. It is one of the most popular database server in the world. Most popular database system in the world. Mostly used on Mac OS, or even it's allowed for it's available for Linux and Windows version. So I'm going to talk about code execution in context of user running in PostgreSQL instance. So I'm going to talk about code execution, remote code executions, but it's authenticated, okay, in the context of user running Postgres instance. So basically it's affected all the version of PostgreSQL from 9.3 to the latest one 11.5. It's affecting all the operating system, Windows, Linux and Mac. So how to find this kind of one? It's very easy. First you do nmap. You know how to do nmap. Yes, nmap then IP address and get there is a PostgreSQL port is running or not. Okay, if it's running, try to authenticate. If you are able to authenticate, then we'll show you how to go for the code execution. Okay, so first things I'll do, okay, let's say this is my target. So I'll simply do nmap space 103.12.211.10. If I'm doing this, just wait. I can see there are 5432 ports is open and the services is PostgreSQL. If you want to grab the version of this PostgreSQL -s capital V, let me do this. So you can see I'm not getting the PostgreSQL version. Okay, no, it's not an issue. Okay, we'll try again. Okay, not an issue. So this is a background concept and getting to know the PostgreSQL is running or not. In the next video, I'll show you how to do code executions. Okay. Hello friends, welcome back. So now we'll see Postgres RC on lab. So the target is 103.12.211.10. First things I have to authenticate this. Okay. So the default username is this one, Postgres, and the password is Postgres. Okay. So, but again, the problem is it's not a SSH, so you will directly call SSH script. No, it's not SSH. It's a PostgreSQL. So you need a tool called PG admin. Okay. PostgreSQL admin. It's a managing thing. Okay. To like PHP admin, and this is a Postgres admin tool. So you just download this for this one. So you can see I already studied lots of how to connect using this one. But when I downloaded the PG admin. Okay. So okay, so I guess my Safari is on. Yes, so you can see this is PG admin. You need this one. Okay, PG management tools for PostgreSQL. So add a new server. For example, I'm adding a new server. Okay, I'm giving a lab. Okay, let's say lab 2. You can give anything. Let's say hunting. Okay, connections host 103.12.211.10. Username password will be Postgres, and let's try to connect. So you can see I just added the server. There are two servers hunting. Okay, now, and they are the status of the server. Okay, hunting, and there is a databases. So databases. Okay, let me go to the databases. So you can see these are the database PostgreSQL. Now I want to execute the query over there. So SQL, I'm going SQL. There is nothing to execute. Yes. Okay. The browse. Okay, not getting. Okay. Okay. So I guess let me. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to the database Postgres. Now there is tools, and tools there is a query tools. So I can query something over there. So if I'm querying, let's say show databases, let's do this query, and there is a button to query. SQL state is yeah, it's not a correct format over there. Yes, so table, maybe I'm correct. Character 6. Okay, so table is wrong again. I can't think I need to use this one to try. So Postgres sequence is slightly different. Okay, so right now we don't need, okay, what are the tables and what I have to execute over there. See this now. So I will try to first drop a table that has CMD executor. Okay, so I'll use drop table if exists. Okay, if exists then cmd underscore exe, because they in the background they are calling xp cmd ex function. Okay, in PostgreSQL backend. Okay, so that's why I want to first drop this table. Okay, so let me drop this. So query returned successfully in 164. Okay, there's no data, so it's successfully dropped. Now after drop, I will try to create again this a cmd execute table. Okay, how? Very easy. Create table, and the table name cmd underscore exec, and there I'll give a column. That column is cmd underscore output, and the type of that column I'll give, let's say text. Okay, let's give text. Okay, then semicolon. Okay, let's try to execute this one. Successfully we done. Now after the created table, now I will try to copy something into this cmd exe. Okay, so I'll copy cmd underscore exec, then from, and I'm copying from program. Okay, program, and that what I copy, I'm using id. So you can use any other command over there. So I'm using, let's say, id, then semicolon. So let me give id. Okay, done. So let's try this. Okay, so id successfully done. Yes, we just copied one thing. Yes, done. Okay, now I want to display some select a star from. Okay, I want to retrieve the data from the column. Select a star from cmd underscore exec, table name. Yes, exec. Let's try this one. You can see you got the command output. Okay, now if you want ls, you can also try ls. Let's say the earlier command was query history. If I'll type query history, the command was this one. Yes, copy command. Let's say copy to query editor. Now if I'm doing ls over there, let's say ls, then this one, and then semicolon. It's working. Okay, done. Now query history. What about the select? Okay, select star from. Okay, copy to query editor. Let's try. See this? You got all the files. Yes. ID is there. Yes, one. That's why, and you got all the files over there. Yes. So this is a arbitrary command, authenticated arbitrary command executions for Postgres. I hope it's clear. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm talking about a live hunting Postgres RCE. So it's recording. Okay. So the first step is nmap because I don't know whether it's running or not. Okay. So terminal nmap space -p. I'm just giving the port number directly. It's a 5432. So 5432, and then simply IP address. Let's see. You can see PostgreSQL is running. It's open. Now I have to check whether it's authenticated. I can authenticate or not. Okay. So for that, I'll simply go to the PG admin. And the PG admin, there's add new server. So add new server. Now I'm giving a, let's say, the new live hunting. Okay. Anything you can give, connections, IP address, and I'm trying, let's say, default username and null password. Okay. Maybe it will work, maybe not. Okay. So it's up to you. If not work, then try username and the password same. Okay. You can see it's worked. It's added over there, new live hunting. Now I'll go to the database. You can see in the database, I cannot access Ambari, Cloudera, whatever it is, but I can access the Postgres. Okay, perfect. So now I will try to fire query. So tools, and there's tools, there's a query tools. Okay, nice. Now what will be the first command? I think you know the first command. First command will be drop table if exists cmd underscore exec and the semicolon. Let's try this. Notice the table does not exist and it's executed, dropped completely. After that, I have to create table. So I'll use create table cmd underscore exec, and then I'll give cmd underscore output. After that, column type will be text and then semicolon. Let's try this one. Perfect. Now I'll use copy command, copy cmd underscore execute space from. I'll give program and then I'll give id. So let's try to do this. Done. Okay. Syntax error, I think program is not there. Maybe program column are not there. Yes, syntax error or near program. Okay. So what to do now? Copy cmd underscore execute from program, and I tried. Okay, so program is not there. Okay, maybe let's try with capital program and then space id. Let's try this now. Okay, it's error, gave me error. Okay, no issue. Okay, so cast catalogs, foreign data schemas. Okay. Login groups are region, admin, amb, ambari, whatever. Yes. Now, but I'm not able to execute the program. So maybe it's not vulnerable. Yes, because I'm not able to capture the program. Okay. So in that case, yes. So I'm not able to copy from program functions to copy from program. So basically, I'm not able to copy this. So what I'll do now? CMD execute is not working from program functions. Okay, no worry. So this is a way you can try it. If this will work, then you can try select a star from CMD execute. Okay, but it's not working over there, so no issue. Okay. So yeah, you understood. This is a way you can try any applications. Okay. Copy the CMD from program ID. Syntax error. It's syntax error. It's saying. Why syntax error? Let me try one more time. Copy cmd underscore exec. I hope I have created exec. Let me try. So create table cmd underscore exec, and then I'm giving cmd underscore output space text and then semicolon. Let's try this one. Okay, it's already exists. Okay, if it's already exists, let me try to copy. So copy cmd, that's code exec space from space program and then id. So id and then semicolon. So but there is some problem. Okay, line 1, copy command, yes. So there is no program. Okay, so that's why, because you cannot copy from program function. So it's not vulnerable. Okay, but you can see you got many things. Yes, you can try there. Okay, these are the groups users. Okay, but yeah, we haven't got this one. Okay, we are not able to copy something from memory. Yes, but you are able to execute some other command. That's okay. Basically, why it's vulnerable? Let's say if anything you can copy from PSQL data, then there is a vulnerability. So you are not able to copy something from PSQL data. Yes, that's why it's not vulnerable. Thank you so much. Maybe the version may be different. Yeah, that's because of that one it's not working. Yeah, so you can try the Postgres version and you can check what was the version. Properties SQL dashboard. See, okay, what's the version of this? Okay, so PostgreSQL is 9.2 and it's vulnerable after 9.3 to 11.5. Okay, that's why. Okay, 11.5, and it's not vulnerable. 9.2 version is not vulnerable. Okay, because 9.2 doesn't allow copy to from program. Okay, and 9.3 implemented copy to from program memory. That's why it's vulnerable. Okay, so I hope you understood the concept. This is a way you can try. You can hit. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about Apache Spark RC. Okay, so what is first Apache Spark? Apache Spark is a cluster computing, okay, system that allows users to submit application to management, to cluster management node, and distribute them to the cluster execution. If the management node doesn't start ACL, access control, then we will be able to execute arbitrary code into the cluster. So basically, right now I have a application http://103.12.211.10. Okay, so let's open this simply. Okay, I'm just showing you. Okay, so Chrome is fine, not an issue. Okay, let's open with the port number 8080 right now. Okay, so you can see this is a Spark master. Okay, and this is a management. Basically, this is a management page. Okay, you can also, let's go to the 8081 and you may find something like this one. Yes, there may be execution thing. If you upload anything, it will come there and it will execute to the management node. Okay, so the nature of this vulnerability is that an authorized user can submit an application to the management node which is actual malicious code. Yes, so if you check this management REST URL is this one, and it's working on the 60666 port. Okay, so if you upload this anything with this port, actually it will went to running application and your code will be executed successfully. Yes, so you have two ways to upload this. One is through this REST URL and another will be through this one, the master URL through 7077 port. Okay, so first we'll see through REST URL how you gonna upload this one. Yes, so for that you need a tool. The tool is this one. You can simply search on Google RC over Spark. Okay, and you must download this through GitHub. Okay, a Spark remote code execution. Okay, so I'm just explaining the syntax. Syntax will be very easy. Spark is running on a standalone mode. REST URL of master is accessible. Okay, if it's accessible, then you can try. Okay, so the command is simply these are the files over there, submit.sh, etc., etc. So syntax is submit.sh space spark rest URL. Okay, Spark version and jar URL commands. So jar URL will be this one, exploit.jar. Okay, now so let's in the next video I'll show you how to try this. Thank you so much. Hello friends, let's start hunting Apache Spark RC. So you need to gather few things according to the syntax. So you need this tool. I think you already have this one. Yes. So the syntax is submit.sh space spark rest URL. So right now my target is this one. So what Spark URL is this one, but you cannot give this one because you don't have access to directly to this interface. Okay, sorry, rest URL is this one. Yes, but you don't have access directly to this cluster. No mode. Yes, but you can access this IP address. Yes, and the port number is 6066. Okay, so that you can give directly over there. So do not give HTTP or something. Okay, because it's a Spark. Okay, so just give 103.12.1 whatever IP, and then you can give port number that is :6060. Okay. After that, you need a Spark version. So I can see the Spark version is a 2.3.1. If you open the Java, you will not able to see the Spark version, but I can see there's a Spark version 2.3 whatever. Just give that one. Okay. So 2-3.1. Okay. So now after that, you need a Java URL, jar URL. So jar URL of exploit.jar that you can find there. Exploit.jar. Okay. So simply copy this one, exploit.jar. Done. Now. So I gave the jar URL syntax over there. After that, you have to give the commands. Okay, so you can give in the command, in the double quote, you can give, let's say, who am I. Let's try this one. So this is the syntax. Now this is the command, complete command. Let's try to run this command. Okay, so I'm trying this command in there because I have this, these are the files over there, so I'm trying over there simply. Okay, who am I. So you can see created submission response, driver successfully submitted, Spark version 2.3.1, submission ID is whatever. Yes, so let's check it's submitted or not. So if you reload this 8080, you'll get to know someone submitted something. You can see, and state is failed, so no worry. Okay, if you click on this work or it's not working, yes, anything, no worry. Okay, now let's try this now. Okay, simply try 8081. Okay, you can see the exploit state is failed and the memory is dissolved. Okay, not an issue. Okay, you can try multiple times, it may succeed. Okay, so if you reload this, it's running. Okay, now it's running, something is running, driver details running. If you check it, it's failed again, it's failed. Let's try one more time. Okay, it's running. Let's check std out. So if you're trying std out, okay, instead of this one you just type 103.12.211.10, maybe you will get, okay, something. So exploit tried but it couldn't succeeded. Yes, you haven't got any output of who am I. Okay, no worry, maybe who am I command is not working, so you can try multiple commands over there. So not only who am I, according, see syntax, if you check it through RC over a Spark, let's go back. Okay, so syntax, if you check it, syntax, they tried every commands over there. Okay, like this one, who am I, comma w, whatever. Yes, you can try something like this one. So if you try, let's say, comma id ps, whatever it is, let's say id ps, let's try this now. So it succeeded. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time because I need something succeed over there. Yes, let's try this now. Failed. Okay, no worry. What about 8080? If I check this worker ID, it's not working anything. Yes, and worker nothing, just everything, every failed. Yes, it's failed. So no worry. Okay. Let's try 8081 now. So interface again, it's coming error. I'm not able to see what's error. Okay, no worry. But it's everything is coming failed. Now what I'll try every command maybe. So let's try this complete command. Okay, so let me try this one. Okay, so complete command. Okay, now let's try to reload this one 8081. So not succeeded. Yes, not succeeded. Yes, so yeah. Okay, is there anything wrong in my command syntax? Let me try. Okay, so earlier it was something like this on HTTPS. Okay, now let's try. Okay. Yeah, some command dir worked. If you check it, dir command worked. Yes, when I gave dir, it worked. Now let me check the std out. But again, it's coming with some there are Spark ID, but I have to type my one IP address 103.12.211.10. Let me check this one. You can see you got the output of dir. Yes, so this is a way. This is a way to get this. So basically, I tried to submit an app using the REST API. I tried to upload this one. Okay, they exploit that .jar file through this one, and they executed this command. Okay. So this is a way to do this. Thank you so much. So hello friends, so we have seen how to hunt Apache Spark. Simply run this command. Okay, so if while you copy this exploited jar, there will be a blob. Instead of blob, use a raw. Okay, it will work every time. Okay, so let me try this now. Okay, if you're trying this now, you can see every time it will work. Okay, every time. If you do ls, even it will work. Okay, if you go to this one, let's say 103.12.80.1, see finish. Why? Because there was some problem in that URL. Okay, so when I figured out if I use the RAW, it will work definitely fine. Okay, so now we'll see again hunting Apache Spark RC through submission gateway. Okay, through submissions gateway, and that is work on 7077 port. Okay, REST API we have seen that. Okay, Apache Spark REST API. Now we'll see submission gateway. So if you open this, you can see this is a master URL where you can submit your management node. Okay, cluster node. Okay, through this. So the syntax is pretty simple to upload anything to through submission gateway. Okay, so why we should try on submission gateway? Let's say if the 6066 port is not accessible or don't have permission control, so we can use the master's main port, which is 7077, to submit the application. For this method, you have to use this command spark-submit, and don't ask me how to install a Spark. Okay, you can search on internet. If you are using Mac, you can use install space Spark. Okay, that's it. Apache -Spark. Okay, this will install you the Spark submit tool. So I'll use Spark submit, and then I'll use -, master, because I want to submit into the master node Spark and the IP address, then 7077, and then deploy mode cluster -, class, and just give the name of class exploit and then URL. Okay, and then you can give ls command. So let me try this on, let's say 103. So I'm trying 103.12.211.10. Let's try this now. Okay, Spark command. So you can simply use this one. It's up. You can see if you check the state, state is finished. Yes, earlier it was problem. Okay, so now I failed. Okay, now state is finished. You can use any other command. Let's say if you're using id command, let's try this. id command is also working. Then you can simply visit this 8081 URI, and then you can see this is finished. Now you can simply click on the std out, but we have to change this 103.12.211.10. okay, you can see we got the output of id. We are the root user. Yes, so this is a way to try this. Thank you so much. You can try this on any real world website. So I already had a few real world websites from. Okay, so this one was the URI. Okay, so let me simply open this first. If I'm trying this now, let's say on 8081, so :8081, you can see this is the Spark working at 224.44. You know the concept. You can try this. Okay, that's it. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about phpMyAdmin authenticated RC. Okay, so requirement is this one: any application should be running PHP 5.4.7, and there should be phpMyAdmin login page. Okay, so what is PHP? I think you know the phpMyAdmin is a free software tool written in PHP. Okay, phpMyAdmin is a free software written in PHP. That's important. Written in PHP and intended to handle the administration of MySQL over the web. Okay, so basically handle the administration of MySQL over web. Okay, the vulnerability is in preg replace function. Okay, this vulnerability is in preg_replace function. Okay, of the PHP. Answer: because the information submitted by the user can be split into the first parameter. Okay, that means before 5.4.7 the first parameter of PHP could be truncated with /0 and the change search pattern to /e. It can cause remote code execution vulnerabilities. So basically the first parameter of preg underscore replace functions could be truncated with /0 and the change search pattern to /. So that's why it can cause remote code execution vulnerability. Okay, in the PHP might be so affected versions are till 4.6.x. okay, 4.6.x. Now the vulnerability requires login and the permission to write data. Okay, so it's authenticated. Make sure it's authenticated one. If you know the PHP MyAdmin username password, then you can get the RC. Okay, so authenticated RC. It's authenticated RC. So for this you need one exploit. The exploit is this one, PHP MyAdmin 4.6.2 authenticated remote code execution. So I set up a lab right now. Okay, so let me open that one. 103. Okay, so PHP MyAdmin is running. Now let me check. So you can see PHP MyAdmin is there and the PHP 5.3.2, and as I said already, PHP version should be before 5.4.7. then you will be able to exploit this one. Okay, thank you so in next video I'll show you how to exploit this one. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So getting, you can say getting RC for authenticated, hunting RC for authenticated PHP MyAdmin. So I know the username password of this one. Okay, so let me show you root and the root. Because this lab I set up, so root. Yes, this is the lab basically. Okay, so obviously this lab in background is running PHP. It's running on the PHP version 5.3.29. That's why it's a vulnerable. Okay, so you need exploit right now. So I have the exploit. Let me download this exploit. So exploit, perfect. It's a 40185.py. Okay, now the syntax is written over there. Let me make a scene. Okay, right now. Okay, so very easy. Right now I need I have a file 40185. Okay, so 40185.py -u root and then -pwd. There you give the password. So I know the password is a root. Then you can give the domain name. So 103.12.211.10 and it's running on the 8080 port. So I don't have to give anything, :8080/. That's it. -c, and in the -c you can mention the command. Okay, if you directly give a command, let's say ID or something, it won't work. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, if I'm trying this one, it won't work. /. Let me copy this one now. I need a terminal, so done. Okay, so cd, then downloads, and if I'll run this, permission denied. Okay, maybe sudo space -s. I have to 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, done. Permission chmod 777*. Okay, done. No such file or directory. Okay, so /40185.py is there. Yes, then why it's not coming? Okay, then maybe okay, so let's try this like this way: -u root, then I'll try the password directly, -p root, then I'll give I'm making some changes into the command. Okay, so you can give a database name. So like for example, if I authenticate, so I know the database is test. Okay, so let me give the test. So -D test. After that I'll give some URL, let's say http://103.12.211.10:8080. After that I'll give which command I supposed to see in double quote or in single quote. I'll give, let's say, ID, for example. Okay, no such file or directly. Let me run with Python. Okay, maybe because of this dot slide it's not working, so let me run with Python. Okay, so Python, yeah. So, but the problem exploitation exploit try to manually set exploit parameters like table or something. Yes, so I already said, but it's not working. So maybe because of this ID command. So let's try the system command there. In the system, you can give ID, and after system, you give semicolon. Okay, so I'm using a system function right now. Now you can see it's worked. Yeah, see. So basically, in the database, if you check the database, what happened to the database test, and the test there's one table is PRGPWN. Okay. And you can see I already explained you, because of that one it's stating remote code execution, and that's you got the ID. Okay, now you can also check ls. So you got all the files over there. What are the server have? These are the files. Yes, it's the phpMyAdmin, so these are the files over there. So you can try this way. Okay, so this is a way to do this. Thank you so much. Right now I don't have any real world situation, so but you can try any website have phpMyAdmin. Make sure it's satisfying our conditions 5.9, and it's authenticated. So if you're hunting on a bug route, you should demand the my phpMyAdmin test password at least, and then you can try. Or you can simply say your version is this one, it's vulnerable. Okay. Hello friends, welcome back. So now I'm going to talk about phpMyAdmin authenticated RFI. Yes. So basically again, so vulnerability is in vulnerability is file inclusion. Sorry, not RFI. Okay, it's a file inclusion. Okay, file. So LFI you can say, authenticated LFI. So vulnerability is in a file inclusion, and that's residing in an index.php page. Where index.php page. Okay. So the include function, because this problem is given include function using index.php. That's why. Okay. So what you do basically first, spider this applications obviously. So spider this. So I spider that one, and I got many URL. Yes, so but okay, let's pick any URL. So you can see there are one file sql.php. Let me right click show response in browser. Okay, so where is show response in? Okay, there's no. Let me right click copy URL. Let's go to the browser. Okay, okay. So you can see there is no, it's coming target sql.php, no database selected. Okay, now. So obviously sql.php is a white list, that's why you are giving. Okay, if you give any other field, let's say xyz or something.php, it won't come anything, because it's a blacklist. Okay, but when you are giving a true file over there, let's say you're giving a sql.php, it's coming the data of sql, there's no database you have selected. So you have to give some parameters like question mark. Yes, so if you're giving question mark, just see, now you got some error. The error is in include function. That means there may be LFI. Okay, now if there may be LFI, let's try /etc/passwd, but you are not getting some. So let's try one more. Traverse now. Okay, traverse one more time. Okay, not got. Traverse one more time. Not got. One more time. You can see now we got the file inclusion in phpMyAdmin. It's authenticated one. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So basically now we'll see phpMyAdmin authenticated LFI to RC. So basically, once you located the number of dots you have to prepend, you can inject your PHP payload into access log. So for access log, basically whatever you will write, let's say query in phpMyAdmin, obviously it will go in access.log files in the system. Yes, and then you can simply read your own session file, that may be in this directory, either in temp directory, and there will be some session underscore session ID. Session ID will be generated by you. Okay, it's temporary things. Okay, so like this one, or maybe it will be in where lib directory. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, now that you have to guess where the session file is there. Okay, in your systems, in this. Okay, now so let's try to run a query. So what will be the query now? The query will be very easy. So you can use select a statement, single quote. There we can write something like this one. The PHP code, we can write PHP space PHP info. Obviously this is our RC. Then semicolon. You can also type exit. Then after exit you can use then this one. Okay. So this is a select a statement to run this one. Okay, so let's run this one. Okay, Where? Go to SQLi, simply run over there. Let's click on the go. So you can see we have successfully executed this one, but now I need my session file. So I'll simply use cookie editor, open cookie manager. Then you may get the phpMyAdmin session. So this is your session. Okay, let's copy it. So I just simply copied that one. Okay, now I know the path. So this is the path for etc password. So I'll simply type gmp/session SESS, then underscore, and then PHP session, and that you have this one. Okay, you can see you got PHP info code. Why it's executed? Because you tried query that inserted in access.log files. Okay, so, and that executed when you try to read that sessions. Okay, so this is called phpMyAdmin authenticated LFI to RC. Obviously it's a authenticated base. It depends on the limitation is authenticated. Okay, thank you so much.